Hello, my friends. Welcome back to We Watch Movie. I am Mike. Jay is running a couple minutes late. He said he will be here in just a few seconds. But thank you guys for all being here. Can everybody hear me? Normally Jay will tell me if you can't hear me, if there's something's wrong. So I don't know if you can hear me or not. I could be talking to myself. I could look like a giant butthole right now, but I can't tell. But I hope you guys can hear me. I hope you can see me. And later we will see each other naked. Naked. Thank you, Sheena. First congrats of the night. Although today was weird. We hit 150,000 subscribers today. And then it went down. And then it went down some more. And then they tell two friends. And then they tell two friends. And then it keeps going down. I think some people were messing with us. I don't know. And then there's this other website called Social Count that has us like down like 2,000 subscribers. So I was like, I don't know what's going on here, Jim. But this one says we are at currently 149,994 subscribers. So maybe tonight we'll actually reach 150 again. But we reached it today either way. So I'll wait till Jay gets here before we get really into it. But thank you guys for coming here tonight and celebrating with us. I actually didn't mean to say celebrating us. I just misspoke. I'm having a panic attack right now. No, I'm just kidding. But how the hell are you guys doing? What's up, Chandler and Bad Night and Egg Shin, VL and Hungry and Hungover? That's a beautiful name. Have you ever noticed when you are hungover, you just eat like a bastard? It's the greatest feeling in the world. Until then, it gives you acid reflux and you feel like ass all over again, and it's terrible. What's up, Holly? Jonathan? I saw Vanessa. Anthony Stamps. Hey, Mikey, he likes it. Says he just unsubscribed. That was a dick move, pal. That was a dick move. Oh, I want to be 150. Let's see if it counted you unsubscribing. See how up to date it is. Oh my God, it did. It went down to 993. You big old piece of shit. It doesn't count when you do it that way. It doesn't count. It's not okay. What's up, G Nasty? I hope you guys are amazing. I think it's been like a week and like 3 days or something. It's been a while. It feels like since we've live streamed. I was sick as fuck last time. We all just now got over being sick. That was a shitty fucking week or so. Jay will be here in just a minute. He's just run a couple minutes late. Blu-ray. What's up, Horror Cult? Says congrats, guys. Mike do a backflip. Only backflip I can do is if I just roll around on the ground a little bit. I can't do a backflip. I can't do a front flip unless I'm on a trampoline, and even then I can't land on my feet. So I can do a front flip on a trampoline, but then I just land on my back. So is it really a front flip? It's not. To answer your question, it's absolutely not. What's up, Sean? Good to see you, buddy. Whose Eagles beat the shit fuck out of my Packers last night. I actually only lost by a touchdown, so it wasn't that bad. But our season's over. It feels nice. Yeah, it does. Hey, man.
Hey, I had an anal bead stuck in my. I had to take my dog out.
Oh, and put an anal bead in him.
Yeah, but he likes that.
Yeah,
it helps him undigest. How we doing? Good. It's good to hear about it. By the way, I'm halfway done with the second episode of Tulsa King. It's fucking good.
I told you, man. It's fucking amazing. Fucking love it. Is the third one come out? Did that come out?
Yeah,
Sunday?
it's out. Yeah, it's out.
Yeah, got to catch up on that. If you guys don't know, watch Tulsa King, the Sylvester Stallone mob show by the dude who did Yellowstone. Holy shit balls.
It's really good. I was like that part where he was at the crosswalk and that thing was like, wait. He's like, I've been waiting all my life.
That's the most Stallone thing ever.
I know. It's cool.
Yeah, dude. It's an awesome show, man. So I was telling them, dude, it was funny. We reached 150K today, right? This afternoon, which golf clap for us.
Nice. Good job.
But then a bunch of people unsubscribed. So it went back under. So like now we're at 149,993. So I'm hoping that we'll maybe get to 150. But either way, we reached it, right? We may never reach 150.01.
Yeah, I mean, we touched the nipple, and that was before the sexual harassment charges. So I mean, technically, you got to second base.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg's in here. What's up, Greg? It's that sweet T-shirt. Yeah, it's the old Atticus T-shirt, man. But they stole the design.
Oh, I thought it was the Crow had come to Nashville.
Honestly, it'd be a good Crow shirt too. It would be. But yeah, no, they used to make those Atticus. You remember me and Cody used to wear them all the time. The Atticus shirts. They stopped making them, but we went to that emo night thing in Nashville and they were selling these, and I'm okay with that because
a bunch of people that think they're tough guys now wear Attica, like at bars and shit. If they wear Attica, they're like, I'm MMA.
It's Atticus, but you're thinking of not Atticus.
Attica is Attica. Isn't that a slave ship or some shit? Attica. Wasn't there a movie called Attica? No,
I hope not. But you're thinking of Affliction. Affliction's the UFC brand, dude.
Affliction, yeah. Yeah, it just seems like, I mean, not if you wear them, I mean, whatever, but it just seems like a lot of douchebags wear them.
Yeah, bedazzled jeans.
Yeah. You know? Don't fuck with that guy. He'll put a cock in your mouth.
I don't even own a cat, man. Really? Well, whose kitty litter did I just shit in? Jerry Ramey, what's up, dude? He says, if I unsubscribe and resubscribe 6 more times, will that get you over the top? I don't think it works that way.
No, but you can make 6 different accounts. Trust me. When we first started out, that's all we did every other day. New account, new account, new account. No, I'm kidding. It's like you also go to other channels like sub 1 for sub or sub for 1 and 1. I'll sub you if you sub to me.
Yeah, I remember back in the day when we started too, when you used to look up like how to get more subscribers, you know. That's what a bunch of people are doing. They're like, do the sub for sub. I'm like, this is stupid. Like, why would anybody do this? It's fake. It's a fugazi. It's a fugazi.
Let's touch tips. We'll touch tips real quick.
Yeah, it's like the follow for follow thing. Like, no, that's so dumb. Courtney, thanks, buddy. Says congrats on 150K. RIP to the Green Ranger. That is true.
This sucks, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's terrible tragedy. And I know we've not always been the biggest fans of the way that JDF conducted himself, the Jean-Claude Van Damme thing. We've talked about it a lot.
Yeah.
But regardless, that is sad as shit, man. So I actually felt bad because we were talking about that whole issue like a couple days before that happened, and I was like, "Fuck, man, that's horrible news. That's terrible."
But I mean, so may I disagree with some of the things that he did. But I mean, he was good to his fans, so I mean, I guess there's that. So that's that.
Yeah, 100%, man. It's fucking terrible, dude. Joe Maderos, thank you, man. Says, hey guys, congratulations on 150K. Thanks, sir. You guys deserve it. Love you guys. I don't know about that.
Thank you,
but
I'm gonna go ahead and take it. I'm going to take it because he said we deserve it. I'm not going to kick a gifted horse in the mouth.
Do we get a play button for this one? Is it like a half of a play button?
We don't get shit. We don't get a goddamn thing. We're going to get a summons to leave YouTube in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm honestly shocked that it hasn't happened yet.
It will.
But I will say this, you know, what is it? The next one? What is the next one like?
1 million.
Like 500,000?
No, you have to get 1 million.
You have to get 1 million to get another one?
Yeah, you get for the gold play button, it's 1 million, and then for like the diamond, it's like 15 or some shit like that. So I mean, don't worry about it. Second generation after generation, we'll still never get that play button from our loins.
I guess I'll just have a sugar packet or 2.
Yeah,
yeah. My daughter keeps my 6-year-old keeps asking. She's like, "So how many till you get to the next one?" I'm like, you know, can you just appreciate what I have?
Well, you could always just go to Lowe's and get like a fake play button and spray paint and say, we got one.
That's true. Yeah. At this rate, we will get to 1 million though. If they come up with a cure for aging and we can live to be 276 years old, we will definitely get to that 1 million. I think my math checks out.
And through the dark days of your torment, your suffering will be legendary, even in hell. That's about it.
We could start an OnlyFans, I guess. I mean,
ain't going to diddly dick.
Old dude OnlyFans.
Dick is the operative word.
Jägerbomb, thanks, buddy. Says, have your neighbors ever called the cops on you when you were filming skits? No, that's never happened.
Yeah, knock on wood though, because that probably will happen at some point. We did get a couple of weird looks. It wasn't neighbors. We got a couple of weird looks when that was because we had to make sure that shit was square. We went out to when we were, I don't know what year it was, 2017 or 2018. We were doing those Loomis openings for those horror movies. We went to this Daniel Boone National Park, and we were filming around. There's like a little shitty beach thing where this is at, and we were filming around there. And there's like people there. They were giving us side eyes, and so but here's the weird. Mike and I was dressed in the Loomis stuff. In the back seat of that Jeep that I was driving, we had a Michael Myers mask, a jumpsuit, and the jumpsuit had dried blood on it, and then a knife. Yeah. And we were driving around like just in the middle of the day. So I was like, oh my fuck, we look like Dahmer and Bundy just cruising around. And so I was like, let's go talk to the fucking, there was like a bunch of cops sitting, and it was like, hey, we're filming a sketch. Is that cool? And he's like, well, he's like, we have a knife, but it's not like, and he's like, you're not going to use it on anybody, are you? I was like, no. Not like that, but it was like, that we got us. It could have turned out bad then.
That's how you know you're dedicated to your craft, when you've been drinking and then you walk up to the police.
I didn't film here. I didn't give one fuck. I stood really far away from them, and I was not downwind. So
it's okay. We're not driving. I swear to God. But no, it's never happened, man. Michael Parton, damn, buddy, thank you, man. Did not have to do that. We do appreciate it, though. Thank you very much. He says, can Leatherface and Slenderman wish me a happy birthday? And Leatherface can smear chicken all over my body, and he can lick it off, and Slenderman and I can have a nice romantic dinner like in Lady and the Tramp, but we'll share a Subway sandwich.
That's very perfect. That's on the money. That's exactly how it would go down, too.
Yeah, Michael, well, you know, I mean, in real life, sure. Anytime, but in YouTube land, I will make note of that. And next time we film our Patreon videos, we won't do that. We won't do that. Maybe we'll do it together. We just won't film it, but we will do the happy birthday as Slenderman and Leatherface, because we got to film some of Slenderman and Leatherface too, some Patreon personal messages. So we'll add it to that for your birthday, man. Can't do obviously can't do Leatherface because that's the mask. That would be weird. Doesn't really work with it. It doesn't work without the mask, you know. I could get some KFC if I had some and rub it all over my face, but yeah, I'm making a note of that right now, buddy. And is it actually your birthday or is it going to be your birthday? But either way, happy fucking birthday, dude.
Happy birthday, man. Thank you so much for the support. It's awesome. Really nice. $50 can buy you a lot of Subway sandwiches. That's for sure. Well, I don't know. In this economy, it might buy you 3.
Hey, you can get Jimmy John's for that count.
You know what I miss? I miss fucking Quiznos though, kind of.
I only had Quiznos twice in college before I left.
But no, but where I live, they had a Quiznos and then it closed down. But I don't know. I think I had it like once or twice. I like the toasted idea. You can get your sub toasted at Subway sandwich, but Quizno had a different. Like, I don't know. It just tasted different.
I think there's too many sub places because there's Quiznos, there's Blimpie. If Blimpie's still around, there's Subway, which
Firehouse subs.
So for Subway's just fucking disgusting now. And then
you
Firehouse,
goddamn mouth. Your mouth is disgusting for saying that.
That's fresh my fucking twisted butthole.
Yeah, it's dirty.
Jimmy John's, Penn Station.
I want to try the Penn Station one though.
Penn Station's like hot subs. It's pretty good. It's not that great, but it's pretty good. You know, it's all right. Hey, thanks, Cody Leach, you son of a bitch.
Hey, Cody,
appreciate that, man. This is a good man. He's handsome and he does good movie reviews, and also he's a wonderful kisser. Don't tell his family that. Brandon Ferguson.
Child's Play sucks. I mean, Child's Play's awesome.
That's a good dude, man.
He's a good guy.
Thanks, dude. Brandon Ferguson, thanks, buddy. Hey, we met you and we had this funny story. When we met Brandon Ferguson, he brought this beer and he was like, I found that Michelob Golden, because we always talked about.
Yeah, good guy.
Yeah, in the Midwest, when we have family in Wisconsin and Minnesota, and when we go visit them, they all drink Michelob Golden, and it's like Michelob Ultra, but it's like a mix between, and it's fucking cheap and it's goddamn delicious, but they only sell it there. So we always talk about, man, I really want to have that beer. And then when they came to this house party, he was like, dude, we found that beer for you. We brought it down all the way from, I think, Chicago.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad because it wasn't that beer. It was the Michelob Organic Golden beer. Like,
well,
you know, like that.
Well, I was happy to have received it.
Pure
and then Mike's like, "Oh, it's not, but you can buy those here." I was like, "Don't fucking tell him that. It was a gift. God damn it, I didn't know."
Yeah,
that.
I was such a dick. I was like, "Oh, these aren't it." I was like that kid on Christmas. Like, that's not what I asked for. I was like, I just didn't want to.
No, it's like your parents like got laid off and they like got you the best they could. And, like, that was like cheap. I got a new fucking Nintendo 64 and you got a cheap ass Atari.
As soon as the words escaped my lips, I felt like such a fucking dickbag. But it was still such a nice. It's the thought that counts. And Jay drank them. Didn't you drink them?
I drank the fuck out of them. I was like, "Can I have these?" He's like, "These are yours." I did. I drank the fuck out of those. It's great.
Hey guys, congrats on 150K. I recently watched Barbarian and Smile. Both were great. Horror's been on fire this year. Fucking A, dude. Horror's been.
I've got Barbarian queued up, and I don't know about Smile. I watched the trailer again for it, and I don't know. It kind of reminds. I don't know. There was another. It reminded me of Swear. I don't know what movie it was where they can infect you with the fucking. It's the same thing. Truth or Dares. No, it was something like no. Because they make weird faces.
That's Truth or Dare. Yeah, it's way better than Truth or Dare though. It's so much fucking better. It's like The Ring. It's like It Follows. It's like Truth or Dare. Same idea, but like it's fucking awesome movie, dude.
Truth or Dare. I dare you to make a good movie. I bet you couldn't do it.
But Barbarian, by the way, tomorrow night we're recording our Patreon commentary for Barbarian. It's gonna be the first time Jay's seen it. So I can't wait to
watch it. I didn't know that's what we were doing. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's well, we were talking about last time. I was like, don't watch Barbarian or Smile because I think that's going to be the Patreon this month. And you were like, okay.
I forgot. I was drinking.
Out. Yeah, well, at least I caught you before you did it, right?
Good job. I'm watching Tulsa King, so I wasn't going to watch it tonight anyway.
Yeah, I may get to Tulsa King tonight, depending on how drunk I am when this stream's over. Just to be honest,
that makes it even better. It's more into it.
Gotta get on Yellowstone too. That's out there. Sean, thanks, buddy. Says Halo Wham. Figured you guys lost subs due to Mike being an Aaron Rodgers fan in pants and Jay being a drunk in pants. Sean hates pants. He does.
I know it is true. It would be better, Sean, if I just was drunk with underwear on and no pants. I think that would make more people stay around.
Yeah, I think.
But hashtag Go Eagles. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that disappointing loss though.
It wasn't that disappointing. I kind of expected it, you know.
What are they? What, you know, they're like 10-1. Yeah, I didn't think. I'm not. Again, I don't follow it, but I did listen to someone saying that Eagles were a bunch of hot air. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe they could win.
They're pretty good. Packers almost. They're almost in there, man. But yeah, season's over. Packers season's over. That shit sucked. But I'm happy for you, Sean. Not fucking really. But thank you. Appreciate that. Dante Palato says, my most valiant dudes. Congratulations on 150K subs. This is a righteous occasion. You both make so many people happy with what you do, and that's a beautiful thing. Well, tell our parents. Yeah. Thank you both so much. No, seriously, thanks, man.
Thanks, man. Most triumphant of you. Most triumphant.
Yes, that's very sweet of you. And it's, you know, you fucking people in here right now are the only reason that we made it to 150K. So congratulations yourselves, god damn it, because I have no idea what the fuck anybody sees in this piece of shit channel, but you do. And we love you for it.
They like seeing people that are shittier than them and make fun of them privately. And that's what we're here for. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to bring to the table.
It's the only successful YouTube channel that everybody who watches it watches it.
You know what? We are the only like semi-successful YouTube channel and it can show you what a C+ average will get you through high school. It will get you to graduate, but you're never going to be valedictorian and no one's going to fucking lay you. But whatever, you made it. You're an average student. That's how I like it.
Good job, buddy. Whose dick at YouTube did you suck? All of them is the answer. D. The answer is D. All of the above. I'm
still fucking wiping out the dried cum between my teeth.
I seen him do it.
Yeah, it was
Pop culture with that. Thanks, buddy. It says, congrats on 150K, guys. Thanks for being an inspiration for me to start my channel and just being awesome dudes. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving.
Hey, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, solid fucking Thanksgiving, man.
A good gobble day. Good gobbledy gobble.
Yeah, you gobbled it all up. You just stuffed that turkey.
I stuffed the shit out of it.
Oh shit. Chuck Carter, thanks, buddy. Says a while back ago, I got your guys' permission to make a tribute song about you. As a fan, it makes me happy to show gratitude and love how I can. The song and video is done. It's called Are You Ready? Congrats on 150K. Love you too. Can't wait to hear it, Chuck.
Hey, that's awesome, man. Cool beans. I like that.
Dude. It's called Are You Ready? That sounds like it's going to be a gym song. You listen to it at the gym or while you're jacking off.
That's what I said to my wife when I pulled off my breakaway pants and then my little wiener's ready. I was like, "Are you ready?
Yeah. Are you ready?" and then you turn on the old Chicago Bulls. Yeah,
and then she's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Just don't turn on the lights or anything." It's like, "Yeah, I wouldn't either."
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
Yeah, let me just crawl on top of you and flop on top of you for a little bit. It'll be over. I promise.
Hey, thanks, Chuck. Really appreciate it, man. I can't wait to hear that and see it. Jane Barr. I don't think I've ever seen you around these parts before, Jane Barr, but it's good to see you now. You look like you play in a band, if that's a real picture. And the worst part is I never learned to read.
He's either in a band based on his profile picture or he's shouting to the Lord on high.
Or could be getting a blowjob.
Either way, or he could be shouting to the Lord and getting a blowjob. I know they don't go hand in hand, but who knows what happens.
It's the only time I pray. Congrats, guys. I'm a biscuit boy. I knew it. As of a month or two ago, I've only been able to catch a live stream once, but I'm stoked to be here now. We're stoked to have you, Jane.
Hey,
Barr.
all right, Jane.
And to definitely disappoint you.
Jane Barr.
Jane's Addiction. You know, I had the chance to see Jane's Addiction once. We went to, what is it called? Yellow Festival.
What was she on?
No.
You need to get her some help, not go see her.
Not that girl. Yellow. Fucking, what's the name of it? Lollapalooza. Went to see Lollapalooza, and then we were like, I don't care about Jane's Addiction, and we left before they came on.
Well, that's why she's in worse shape than she was.
Well,
everyone should care about Jane's Addiction.
I don't,
because she could also get a gun, Janie.
I'm not going to be an enabler. You know, that's just not who I am.
Well, I heard she got a gun.
Well, that was in 10 Things I Hate About You, so it was fiction. So I don't know what you're talking about.
That was a real song.
No, that was Heath Ledger who sang that song.
No, he didn't.
It was made up for a movie.
He did not sing that song.
Yeah, no, that was written.
Aerosmith sang it as tribute to Janie.
He was a method actor, and
I don't
he
think
made it up.
I believe you're lying.
Mercurio 80. Anyways, I hope you die. Mercurio 80 says, "Hey, congrats to you both." And Corey Cunningham rules. Corey Cunningham. It sounds like Kirk Cutting, doesn't it?
Corey Cunningham.
Corey Cunningham. Halloween Ends.
He sucks.
I like Corey. I do like Corey.
He sucks so much asshole that there's not enough asshole juice to fill up a cup. I don't know. I know. Yeah, he's all right.
You know what be you know what was is an interesting question actually. Let me ask you guys this question. Would you have been okay with Corey's character in Halloween Ends? Because I know a lot of people were mad about it. I thought he was great, but like, would you be okay with his character if the movie was 3 hours long and the extra hour was all about Michael? Would you have not minded? Would you have the trick with him, Paul, is not minding that it hurts? Would you have not minded the romance and the love story if you got an extra hour of Michael? I feel like most people probably.
I think people didn't like the fact that he was even pretending to be Michael. You haven't earned the right, son, to touch that. You need people like me on that wall. Hey, don't you touch that mask, bitch. It's like Shia LaBeouf at the end of Indy 4, and he dare try to put on that hat? No way. No way, no sir.
Yeah, I would have been upset about that one. But he was killing it in that Scarecrow mask. Would you watch a spinoff about the Scarecrow?
If it had nothing to do with Halloween and it was just called The Scarecrow That Haunts the Suburbs, sure, I'll watch it. But I don't care. I totally, and you know what? If Damien Mafia, wants to like get, take some time away, and that guy wants to be the new baghead, fine, I'll watch that too. I just think it was the idea of him beating the shit out of Michael and then fucking taking or touching the mask and putting it on, and then doing the Robin to Batman thing. I think that's what got on people's skin.
Yeah, I just think it was the lack of Michael more than anything. I think that was the most important thing. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, that's the. I think the number one thing is probably him beating the shit out of Michael. That was probably the worst.
That was really bad.
And then number two, I would say, is probably the lack of Michael. And then him
beating the shit out of Michael was like if Clubber Lang had actually won the rematch in Rocky 3, and you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Norris, thanks, buddy. Says congrats on 150K subscribers, fellas. Wishing you both health, wealth, and prosperity moving into 2023 soon. Cookie woman,
Cookie woman, shut your mouth.
You look like you're doing the reds in the bushes.
No, I told you, shut your goddamn mouth. You're fired. No, thank you so much, man. That's awesome of you. And you have a badass last name, Norris.
Yeah.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Chuck?
Yeah.
No, it's a terrible joke. I'm sorry. I'd like to apologize. Motionless zombie. So it's the opposite of zombies that run.
Motionless zombie actually makes sense. They usually are motionless until they start moving really slow.
Aren't you just dead then?
Well, no, I mean, motionless zombie. I don't know why. Maybe they're standing around looking at fireworks like they were in Land of the Dead.
Is it like an emo thing? Like you're a zombie, but you can't move. So you just have to lay there and think about how much you want to eat brains all day and you can't act on it at all.
I don't know. My wife looks like that when we're having sex because she's not feeling good.
It's true. I've watched. It's true.
Yeah, I've watched it too after you watched it and you recorded it. It's terrible.
Jay hired me to hype her up. He's like, "Can you just stay in the corner and like you get her going?" I'm like,
I think any person that's been married, especially over a certain amount of years, they're all going to be motionless zombies after a while. They're going to tell you how big and nice it is, but it's not true.
Come on, get into it. He's like, "You lose this fight, you lose your hope."
You're gearing up for the fucking Super Bowl. Goddamn, you're ready to go, and she's fucking acting like she's watching a golf tournament. It's not fun for her.
You hire Frank Grillo to get in your corner and be like, "You lose this fight, you lose your hope."
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Oh God, Spike Monkey, thanks, buddy.
Hey, did you read his question? Did he have a question?
Did I? Not?
I don't think we read it.
No, I literally didn't. I just
we just went on.
I'm glad you fucking caught that. Oh, my bad, dude. My bad. My dog was trying to eat my fucking leg or hump it. Hey guys, what are your thoughts on Chucky season 2? I thought it was bad, too over the top, and not grounded in reality like the first 3 films. I didn't finish it myself.
I watched the first. I think I watched the first 2 episodes. I don't know. The first one seemed all right. It had comedy in it, but yeah, I don't know. To be honest with you, man, yeah, dude, it was like, when you get a kite from your parents or something, and you're like, yeah, it's fun for a while, but then you're like, I'm bored of it. I just don't want to fucking fly this kite anymore. I'd rather go play Nintendo. What the fuck is this? It was fun for 5 minutes, and then you're like, no, there's a lot of other things I can be doing, like Google and porn and all sorts of stuff. I don't want to do this. But I mean, I mean, some people like it, so whatever.
I watched. It's weird, dude, because I didn't hate anything that I watched. I watched the first 3 episodes, and I kind of just checked out. It's not that it was bad. I'll probably go back and watch it at some point, but it was just too soap opera drama ish for me. It's really just get into. I'll go back and watch it.
There were some things in it that I was just like, all right, we get it. Stop focusing. Let's go. I want to see fucking Chucky do shit. I don't give a fuck about the interpersonal dealings with everybody else. Let's just get into the blood and mayhem, please.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
it's weird because I was really enjoying. I was like watching. I was like, I this is good. Like I like this content. Like I said, I didn't like everything about it, but then I never felt the draw to go back. Like it wasn't visceral enough. It didn't get the people going, and they did a bunch of crazy shit. Like they did a bunch of crazy shit, and still, yet I think I was just like, I mean, it's just gonna be crazy for the sake of being crazy at this point. Maybe that's it. Like I know what you're doing. Like Randy Savage, I get the speech. I'll tune back in when I'm ready to see it again. I don't know.
I always listen to Randy Savage.
That's true.
That
I
man
should not have used
knew how to snap into a Slim Jim. He knew his meats.
Yeah, that was a terrible.
And he had badass matches.
Yeah, I'd like to apologize formally if I could.
Dude, the funniest promos I've ever seen is the ones with him and Hulk Hogan. That shit is almost like you couldn't even understand it, but it was so fucking testosterone driven. It was like fucking. I don't know. I loved it. It was like a really hyped up like gym instructor that welcoming you into their gym. Dude, brother, we're gonna take you and mold you and make you. And then they like talk about like universes colliding and combining and making new star systems inside of your heart. And you're like, fuck yeah, I don't know what you mean, but yeah, I believe it.
Dude, I still don't think anybody, maybe Ultimate Warrior, but apart from him, I don't think anybody could cut a fucking a promo better than fucking Macho Man, dude. Oh yeah, the cream's gonna rise to the top. Like he was literally having a cocaine overdose every time he fucking spoke.
Him amazing. And Rick Rude did some really good ones, and like $1 Million Man and Jake the Snake Roberts. That guy, they were always like classically good. But yeah, they're just saying nonsense shit into the camera. Yeah. Macho Man was the fucking master of it, dude. But Ultimate Warrior was probably Ultimate Warrior was the Pope, and then one of the bishop below him was Macho Man.
I'd go with that. Yeah, I couldn't disagree with that. Oh, Fatback is back. He says, "Come one, come all, reaching my belly button for prize."
God damn, you nasty fuck! And I love it though, Fatback. Fatback, by the way, dude, I swear to God, Fatback, and just the profile pic and what you said, you could be a Garbage Pail Kid and have your own card, and that would be the saying across it. Come reaching my belly button. It sounds like Garbage Pail Kids, dude. I literally just watched that 2 weeks ago. I hadn't seen it forever. Garbage Pail Kids, yeah. I had to go onto the high seas to find it, but damn, dude, I like it's corny as fuck, but I love it.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh man, you gotta watch it. It's funny.
Is that the dolls?
Like yeah, but they're like the anti-Cabbage Patch dolls. There's like snotty and vomit and all that shit.
Never mind. I was thinking of Cabbage Patch. That's why I was confused. I was like, why'd you watch the Cabbage Patch dolls?
No, it's nasty. It's fucking good though.
Jay Ramey, what's up, dude? He says, sad that in 1 month we lost Kevin Conroy and JDF, my childhood. Conroy was the best overall Batman. Yeah,
I agree. Yep. Kevin Conroy will always be the voice of Batman to me. I think to everybody else too, really. The animated series, all the countless video game where he lended his voice. I mean, yeah, dude, it's Kevin Conroy, no doubt.
Yeah, I think he's I think it's unfair when you put a voice actor up against physical actors. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I can't say like, oh, that's the best Batman overall, but like there's no doubt he's the best voice Batman's ever fucking had. I mean, he is if you've watched the amount of animated shit that he did, dude, like I think for a lot of people, when they think of Batman, they think directly to Kevin Conroy. And I don't think there's anything wrung with that. Yeah,
if I read a Batman comic book, dude, I can't help but think of Kevin Conroy's voice. Like he is the voice of Batman. Like it's like, where's Joker? Like, I mean, it will never be another Batman voice like personality that Kevin Conroy was ever again.
Yeah. And dude was a fucking class act too, man. For sure. Yeah, that's shitty. That it's been a shitty month for that stuff, man. Mm-hmm. Joey Litchell says, Bogeyman. Jamie's uncle is the Bogeyman. You playing golf in Hatfield? Oh,
Bogeyman. You got to work on your golf game, dog.
Shit, I wish I could
bogey
golf. More like double Bogeyman. Thanks, Johnny. Jane Barr says, I'm proposing my girlfriend in a couple weeks and I'm looking for some Loomis encouragement. Can we actually film him going there and doing it for you?
No, I'd rather you not do that. She won't marry you then.
Holy shit.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks so much, Jane. This is what you say. You look her right in the face and you say, do you know how to cook tortellini? Do you know how to cook? Period. Point blank. She said, yeah, I know how to cook. So I said, do you know how to cook? Not some things. Everything. She said, yes. He's like, take my hand. Be my woman. And forsake all other cocksuckers. Because if you don't, I'll divorce your ass. And bury you next to Michael.
And that's how it's done.
That's how it's done. No romance needed. Just cut to the fucking fine print. Do it.
Hey, did you see, by the way, this guy produced this guy, and it was a show me your work couple, by the way. She was far more attractive than he was, and he proposes to her at like a baseball game or some shit or a football game, and all these people around, and he gets down on one knee, and it's not like on the field or anything. He's just in the stands and like the seats in the aisle, and he bends down on one knee, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And she's like this like bleach blonde hair blonde, you know, she's like, "Oh my god!" And he pulls out the ring and opens it, and it's a fucking blow pop, or it's like a ring pop.
Ring pop, yeah.
And she takes her drink and she goes, "What the fuck?" and splashes him in the face with her drink and smacks him in the face and runs away. Here's the kicker. When you zoom in on his pants, in his other pants pocket, there's a bulge, and it's not his wiener, but it's the real ring. He was testing her, and she flipped the fuck out on him. Like,
I slapped her back in the face and say, "That's what you get, go digging, hooker." Out of my woods.
The internet was mixed on this, though. Like, the internet was mixed because some people were like, "Well, here's the thing." Like, a bunch of people were like, "She failed the test. She failed the test." He was testing her to see what really mattered. But then a whole bunch of people had a good point. They were like, "Yeah, but you're gonna embarrass her and trick her like that in front of thousands of fucking people in a moment that's like one of the most important moments of her life like that." It was kind of a dick move too.
I don't know. I think it seems like a petty bitch to me, but good luck. He rooted out a snake. That's a snake, ladies and gentlemen. Being like, "Oh, I don't want you to make fun of me." The fact is, he just showed the world that a gold digger exists. If she had just been like, "Yes, I'll marry you no matter what," if it was a goddamn blow pop or ring pop or fucking, if it looked like the Blair Witch twigs made out of sticks and shit, if he had been like, but I just think that's a shitty personality. It's like a joke.
Yeah, overall, I think, well, it depends too. Like, what if this motherfucker, right? What if this dude was like rolling in fucking money? Like, what if he was like fucking, Jeff Bezos type shit and then pulled that shit? Now, if he's a dude and they've been dating for a while and he's just a regular dude and just has, regular job or whatever, struggling to make ends meet like so many of us, and they pulled out the blow pop or whatever, like, it could be a sweet thing. But if he's like super fucking rich and does that, you could almost understand her getting pissed. Like, what the fuck is this?
I don't know. I mean, it's really just goes. I guess it goes to the point: is money more important or is it love? I don't know. And it
shouldn't matter
for him. I think he made the right choice. I mean, I hope he didn't have to take her back either. If you threw drink in my fucking face and slapped me, fuck you, bitch. You're not getting any of my Uber.
That's the kicker. If he literally loved her and couldn't afford a ring, and
that's shitty. Yeah.
He wanted to do it, then I'd feel fucking terrible for him.
Well, it wasn't even about affording it, but
but even if you couldn't, he had the ring in the other pocket, so he was just testing her, which is a little fucked up.
I don't think so. I mean, I think it's like Cole take a joke, and you think money's more important. Plus, it's not like he did it in front of her family or something at like a sacred event.
I mean, I don't know if they were there or not, but he did it in front of thousands of people.
There's no way that if she had known him that long that she wouldn't have thought like, well, he's not like slow or something. He's not going to not have a ring. Like, it just tells me, like, I better have a fucking 6-carat diamond ring or you ain't getting my booty.
That could be it. I mean, it very well could be, but I don't know. It's yeah, dude. It's I think it threw everybody that was watching it for loop. And the sad thing is, the whole thing was probably fucking fake. They probably faked it.
You know how they do those things where they have the teleprompter up on the sports games and they act like the girl like slaps him or something or throws beer on him. Those are usually always set up.
Yeah. I like the ones where I saw one. They did the kiss cam. And this guy's sitting next to this girl, and they put up the kiss cam, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know." And the crowd was like egging him on. So eventually the girl's like, "Okay." And the guy and her kissed. And then they went back to them like 5 minutes later, and the girl's boyfriend came back with like nachos and like sat down next to her.
That seems fake though.
Yeah, that does seem fake, but if it wasn't, that's the weirdest shit.
Dude, I saw something on Reddit. I swear it made me think of that because I think it turned out to be true. It was at a hockey game, and this dude, and I felt bad. Well, I don't feel bad for him because he got caught because it's like, how dumb are you? Because he made a big deal about it. He was like smooching with this girl, and then they looked up and they saw themselves, and he was like, because he was married. And they caught him smooching, and he was doing this. Like, he got real fucking weird, and it turned out to be true. And they were like, it's funny. No. They said if the guy had just acted like nothing was wrong, his wife probably never would have heard about it. But because it got a bit viral, she saw it.
Yeah. No, if you watch, so like if I'm watching like an NBA game or something and it's not on TV, you can find it on the high seas and you watch it where they don't have commercials. That's all they show during the breaks is like the kiss cam and the people like dancing and shit. And it's just embarrassing because people make an ass out of themselves. Like, oh my God, I'm on camera in front of 8 people.
God, his asshole must have twisted up tight when he saw that. But I was like, I couldn't. Like, if you're cheating and you just got a big jumbotron on your face, I guess he just reacted on instinct. Because, dude, it's so bad. He's like, and then he goes like that, and it's so obvious that he's caught. And it's awful. Like, it's so bad.
You should have planned ahead. You should have planned ahead, as Stallone would say. Eduardo Santiago, thanks, buddy. Says, for your 150K, we as fans, we want Loomis to do the Wednesdays dance. Come on, Jay, dance for us. Oh, hi, Mike. Congratulations, and let's get to 200.
Hey, all right, Eduardo. Yes.
What's Wednesday's dance? Is that? It's from the Wednesday show. I think I saw.
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what that is. Like, are you just talking about the day Wednesday? Like a certain dance that happens? Hey, it's camel. Yeah. It's hump day. Like, I had no idea. I haven't watched it.
Just pull out your wiener as a consolation prize. Slap.
Yeah, I'll do the helicopter with it.
Slap something with it.
Yep, that'll be it. That'll be the Wednesday dance.
Yeah. Colton, thanks, buddy. Says, congrats on 150K, dudes. Y'all deserve it. Sending a Christmas unboxing your way this week.
Hey, all right, dude. Colton. Thank you so much.
Christmas unboxing is going to be good. We got some good shit in the old cellar, ready for a big fat fucking Christmas unboxing.
I love it, dude. It's gonna be fun.
I love you, Colton. Colton and his lovely lady are good people. Chuck Carter, thanks, buddy. Says, I forgot to mention that it's uploaded as well. Anyway, have you seen the Grinch horror movie trailer? It looks like the Jim Carrey version. I knew this was happening, but I have not seen the trailer. Have you seen it?
For the horror movie?
The Grinch. It's called
the naughty. Yeah, I saw it in theaters.
No.
I mean the trailer was playing in the what was the movie that we reviewed? The horror movie, or Halloween. It was playing during Halloween.
The Grinch slasher movie?
Yeah.
No,
because that's the first time I'd heard about it.
Holy fuck! I can't believe they had that in the theater.
It was awesome. Yeah, it looked really good.
It was a super indie thing.
But I mean, that makes sense because the Grinch, Jim Carrey's the Grinch, scared a lot of kids when he put that suit on, and so I mean, it makes sense to make it a horror movie.
That's like the only Jim Carrey movie I don't like. I just couldn't see. Yeah, I just didn't.
It's all right. I mean, I like. I mean, the Grinch itself is like one of those hit and miss for me. Like I like it some years, and others I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I did watch A Christmas Story Part 2, by the way.
Oh, see, I can't even get myself to watch it.
Well, it sucks. It sucks for the first 45 minutes, and then it gets better toward the end of the movie, and then it's like, all right, it's all right. It's not as good as the Christmas Story at all, but it's all right.
That guy's face just creeps me out, dude. He looks like one of those
Peter Billingsley.
Yeah, he looks like, you know, in Deadpool 2 when he's talking to Fire Fist or whatever, and he's like, did they touch you? You know what I mean? And they look back over at the guys and they're like, oh, he looks like one of those dudes. Like, he just looks like he touches kids. That's a fucked up thing to say. I regret it. I'm sorry.
He does maybe look like he keeps fingers or something in the freezer. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
he's probably a lovely man, and I feel terrible. Good to know that nobody watches this shitty show, and he'll never know that. Thank Christ. Nobody send it to him, please. Okay. I apologize, but I meant it. Andrew Graciosa, thank you, sir. Says, wham. Hope you guys are well and that you had a great Thanksgiving. Are you guys going to check out The Mean One with David Howard Thornton? That's David Howard Thornton. That motherfucker gets around.
That sounds familiar.
Holy shit.
The Mean One.
Yeah, it's the Grinch movie. Yeah.
I thought it was called Cindy Lou, Fuck You.
Oh, I thought you were joking.
No, I couldn't remember the name of it. I didn't know that was called The Mean One.
It was when I said it's called The Mean One. I was like, that's called The Mean One.
And you said that like 5 years ago. I forgot about it.
No, it's been a while. I think that I had no idea that was Art the Clown. Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Andrew, yes, I definitely want to see it. But are you going to see someone and have a friend in your life? Because that pic is fucking, what the fuck is going on? You look like a struggling artist every time I see that, or an author.
He looks like he writes.
You look like you've got like you got like Stephen King type of stories in your head, and you're getting depressed by not writing them down.
And I only mean that in a positive way. He looks like a guy ladies love. That's what they say. Kissable and quiet. That's what all girls' dreams are made of. Taking Back Sunday song. Yeah, that dude probably slays ass.
He's like, I'm a tortured soul. I've got so many stories yet to tell.
Yeah,
I don't have time for romance. And then the girls are like, oh my god, take my panties.
He looks fucking smart.
I don't want them. They smell.
I would take advice from him about anything in the whole world. You got a handsome face. Michael Parton, thanks, buddy. Says, also, congrats, guys. Hoping you make 1 million sub sandwiches.
Man,
is probably more likely. Million Subway sandwiches, and we could break a Guinness World Record. That's probably the only 1 million subs we're getting. But you know what? We're happy with what we got. I mean, not happy with it, not content, but very gracious. What's the word I'm looking for? Humble. No, that's definitely
Gracious
not
is
us.
about. I think Gracious is okay.
Grateful. That's the one I was going for. We're grateful for what we have because we
Grateful,
definitely don't
gracious,
deserve it.
humble. Either way, but yeah.
Yeah, but we're super grateful. And for the people in here right fucking now, this is crazy. It's weird. Like it's weird, man. It's fucking when do we hit? We hit 100,000 in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So let's paint this up awkwardly and openly. We started in 2012. It took us 6 years to get to 100,000 subscribers. 6 hard fucking years, hard long years, and we got to 100,000, and then it took us 4 years to get to 50. So technically, I think we're going slower on the back end, the back 9, than we were on the front 9. But to be fair, a lot of those fucking subscribers came at one time in 2018. So you never know what's going to happen in the world, guys.
I just think more people are finding out how shitty we are, and they find better content.
Maybe that's part of it too. But
I think that's what it is.
Legend has it more people have unsubscribed than have subscribed.
Well, I'm proud of that too. It's just like Brett Favre should be proud of the most interceptions ever thrown.
Yeah.
You got to take all the accolades you can get. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, I consistently got last place every relay race in elementary school. I did. I have a collection of green ribbons. I'm proud of that.
I can picture that. No offense.
No, I really did.
It's because you didn't even run, did you?
No, I ran. I just couldn't get up.
Did you sped walk?
Did you even participate in relay, you asshole?
I was going to ask you the same thing. That's kind of what I mean. I did relay.
Yeah, they were called field day. No, I'm not talking about you had to do it for your community release from prison. I'm talking about the fucking actual grade school.
That was different. I had to give a guy a hand job to get out of that.
I know you did. I was there and I watched it. I filmed it.
Different. I remember having a trophy, but it wasn't for winning. It was definitely participatory.
They used to do that shit back in the day, and anyway, like they would just buy their kids trophies. Like if you if you lost, you'd be like second place, and be like, ain't no fucking second place trophies, bitch. Like, but you'd get one and be like, look, I won. It's like, it says second place. You didn't win shit.
Yeah, it was smart because they would give everybody a green ribbon. So it looked like you placed something, but it didn't have the number on it. So nobody knew it was a participatory trophy. You're just like, yeah, I got green place.
Yeah, I always hate No, I always thought the relay race was stupid. I didn't like it, but they made us, we had to participate in it in field day because they had like the relay race and they had like, I
remember it.
Well, I was bullied and shit in grade school and middle school. So all the kids anyway, I was never going to make it. I was never going to win. So, I mean, it was just always like, I have to be lined up next to those cocksuckers. And then they're like, oh, are you going to be a sumo wrestler? I'm like, no, but your mom loved my dick in her mouth. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm sorry for that. I shouldn't have said those things. Standing on the sidelines screaming at you when you ran by, but I thought,
well, you weren't there, Mike. You were in Virginia, remember, sucking on whale dick.
That's true. I wasn't there. I was literally blowing a humpback whale.
Yeah, I know you.
Jay was running. Jay was running the race of his life. I was somewhere under the sea like Aquaman, blowing a humpback whale, and I was like, it's weird because they don't hump at all. But no, what I was getting at, if I was getting at anything, was that's the thing. The reason I say that the whole it took us 6 years to get to that, and then it took us 4 years to get to half to that, was just for, I know there's a lot of people on here that like have their own podcasts and shit like that, and it seems like we're like, oh, look at us, we're 100,000 subscribers and spatial. That's not what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is like, you never fucking know. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. We did this shit for 6 years, and then we had like 19 subscribers, and then you just you try really hard, and then you're put yourself in place to be lucky, and then maybe you'll be lucky, and then that's what happened to us. So what I'm saying is
Jesus Christ,
have your own thing.
Yeah.
Don't fucking be
don't do drugs.
It's not a numbers thing, you know. You might be like, I have fucking 12 subscribers, or whatever. Shut the fuck up. Give me a second here. I'm trying to say something. If you have
taking like, forever.
12 subscribers or something, or whatever, you have something that you're starting that you care about. It's not all about the fucking numbers, you know. It's not all about the numbers. You never know what's going to fucking happen.
Yeah, say your prayers and do your vitamins.
And work really fucking hard, and don't let people talk over you when you're trying to say something that's important to your heart and that you mean. And that's what I was trying to say.
Oh, what about a Nashville shirt?
Man. Artified says, congrats. You should do a vid on BBC's Ghost Watch. I've never fucking heard of that. That sounds like something you would watch.
I would watch it, and I would enjoy it.
It sounds like is it a Ghost Adventures thing?
I think BBC's Ghost Watch is a Ghost. Well, I don't know if it's Ghost Adventures. Nobody can ever do Zach Bagans.
Fucking. I don't know any of those. It's from 1992. It's a horror / mockumentary. It's a British reality horror pseudo documentary television film, first broadcast on BBC One on Halloween night, 1992. That kind of sounds fucking awesome.
Neat. Yeah,
do they sound like they're from London?
The only problem with I don't know, man. Like I enjoy like ghost adventures and ghost hunters and stuff like for what they are. I know they're not legitimate most of the time, and you know, there's been too many like cases that have come out that have told about how they've staged things. And Zach Bagans is like the most alpha / beta male I've ever seen. That boy has a lot of soy intake because he walks around thinking he's badass and he's really not. And he tries to pretend that he like actually, I mean, they literally did a movie mocking the Ghost Adventures guys called Grave Encounters. That's literally mocking what they do. So I don't know. And then you add on the BBC thing when they really get into it and they're like, this was like in the England, this was Castle Transylvania, Castle Grayskull, where all the deaths. I could not sit through that. I couldn't, even though I do enjoy the kind of like geeky shit of the ghost adventures and ghost hunters and stuff. I couldn't do that.
I can't get into any of them. Yeah, I just feel like it's always the same thing. Like they're like, oh my god, something touched me. Oh damn it, we just missed it on camera. You know, like it's always the same. But that sounds like it makes fun of that. So
yeah, I couldn't do it.
The show Jack plays 95. 95 what? 95
dicks
in a row?
Yeah, that's a lot.
A big congrats on 150K, you sexy motherfuckers. You're my favorite channel. You always make me laugh at the things you come out with. Have you guys seen the movie Fall? I saw it recently. I'd recommend it. I saw a trailer. I can't watch it.
I've never seen. I don't even know what that is. That sounds interesting, especially if Mike didn't want to watch it. What is that?
It's with the girl from Halloween 2018, Gardner Johnson. I can't remember her exact name. The blonde babysitter who died, that we both liked a lot in the movie. It's her and is it Scout Taylor Compton? Is that the one that I can't remember for sure. But anyways, they're on a fucking tower. It's like it's a tower. And
the length of my dick, I know.
Yeah, they're way, way, way high up. And it's like the entire movie is like they're on top of this tower. It's like a super heights thing, and they're stuck on the top of it. It just sounds like a fucking dream I have.
Oh, yeah, that would make that. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've never heard of it, so I have to check it out. But thank you so much, Jack Plays 95, whatevs you play. 95 instruments, probably.
No joke, dude. I'm scared to watch it because I don't want to have fucking bad dreams.
I was a kid, dude. I watched Cliffhanger, and it made my butthole tighten up just when they were like, and it looked fake, but when he was hanging on the wire and he was trying to cross the ravine, that shit scared me.
Yeah,
that shit scared me. I don't know why.
That's why I won't even do like this guy in our neighborhood has a fucking zip line in his backyard. I'm like, nope. I've seen Cliffhanger.
I did go on a zip line. When the Hilton
went on like a real
it was like in the fucking trees, and it was kind of fun. Like I felt like Tarzan and shit. but I didn't want to do it. No, I was scared as fuck. I didn't want to do it, but then I had to do it because I drank a little bit, so I was like, yeah, fuck
it. Yeah, dude, that will help you get over your heights thing real quick. You're like, I can do it. I'll be fine.
That's true.
I've never done it. Bat Feast with the horns. Says, what's up? Hope y'all are having a great night. Congratulations on 150K subs, boys.
Thanks, man.
Only 100K from a 250,000. It sounds so. Screw that. It's too far. Also, Jay, when we playing Dirt Butt Dusty?
Dirt Butt Dusty will be played every night, no matter what time of the day. Dirt Butt Dusty is what we all have after a long day working. Dead by Daylight. Dude, I literally for the last few days I've been like watching videos on how to be like to do the killer thing, and I've been practicing against the bots because they just did an update. I would love to play it. I fucking suck as a killer. I fucking suck because I don't want to main Survivor. Survivor is boring to me. I want to be the killer, and you got so many cool ones. You got Michael Myers, you got Ghostface, you got Freddy Krueger, you got Pinhead. I think I'm going to try a Ghostface, though, because he seems the most interesting to play as. But, yeah, I mean, at some point, yeah, I'd love to do that. You just have to be like, take it easy on me because you're the Survivor. Don't like nut tap and shit. Because that's apparently, if you're a bad fucking killer, they nut tap you at the exit gates. They go, oh, you sucked. You couldn't catch me. You're like, oh, like, I know. I could do nothing.
Yeah, I tried to play that game, couldn't fucking figure it out. I gave up after like an hour and a half. I was like, this sucks. I can't get this stupid generator thing to fucking start or whatever it was. And yeah, I couldn't do it.
You got pass skill test.
Yeah. So win then. Sounds like the Zohan thing. So we go. So when
are you gonna pass those skill tests?
You two sexy gents have made me laugh for years now. Thank you so much. Thanks, man.
Hey,
Really
man, thank
appreciate
you.
that. Or
Nice thing to
lady,
say.
I don't know. Yeah, but that's super nice.
By the way,
and
you
something that we never hear from our parents.
We have
So,
the S. You're just like it's not an S. It stands for hope. It's not an S. By the way, I'm gonna shout out. By the way, to Dwayne Johnson. What a fucking good guy that is. Did you hear his defense of Henry Cavill? Like he came all guns blazing, and he was like, yeah, they weren't gonna bring him back, and he's like, Henry Cavill is the Superman of our generation. He goes, and all accolades given to Christopher Reeve and all the other guys that have played Superman before, but Henry Cavill is the Superman of our generation. So when they were like, how are we going to move forward and evolve the DCEU? And they were like, we're not going to bring back Henry Cavill. I'm like, are you fucking crazy? So, I mean, it was in part a lot that Dwayne Johnson got them to pretty much be like, yeah, we got to bring back Henry Cavill.
Yeah, that I knew that he did that, but it was like, it kind of sucks because, like, I guess what happened was when they got him back and they said they were going to do the whole thing, and then they did it thanks to him and part of what he did. But like then it happened and Black Adam didn't do that great, I guess, at the box office. So now they're saying, oh well, actually the Cavill thing's not for sure yet. Like that's
like based on, it got beat out by Black Panther, which it was going to get beat out by Black Panther, but it did well. I think it still made a pretty good amount of money on the box office. And I think that's why Dwayne Johnson is literally still tweeting about it, like promoting it. It's not a flop. He's literally promoting about it every other day. Because you can get it, you can buy it on Amazon Prime right now for like $23.99 or something.
Yeah, it says it's currently tied with fellow DCEU film Shazam at the global box office, and then so it made what 378 million worldwide, and then it doesn't say what it costs. That's always the problem. Like, how much did it fucking cost?
Well,
so I don't know. I don't.
Well, by the way, like that movie's great. If you guys haven't seen it, like Pierce Bronson was fucking awesome as Dr. Fate, and they didn't make Hawkman look stupid, which they could have easily done. I enjoyed it. I really did like it. I think they did a great job with the movie, and Dwayne Johnson fucking knocked it out of the park, dude. The Rock is 100% Black Adam, and that ending scene, woo-wee. I don't want to give anything away, but you guys do yourself a favor and at least rent it. It's a little pricey at $20, but it's worth it. I think it's a good show.
Yeah, I still haven't watched it.
It's a good movie, man. It really is a good movie, and the fight scenes are fucking awesome.
I do want to see the end scene for sure. Michael Parton, thanks, buddy. Says, regardless, I love you guys, and if you need any special personal contact, I'll give you guys 10 inches, including mine. That way we can share, and that's exactly what I meant to say. Wait a second.
That sounds great.
Is he talking about dicks?
All I want for Christmas is 10 inches.
That guy is good at math. Mm-hmm. He's a wonderful person, man. Even if I couldn't handle that much, you got to sell me with like a 3 or 4.
You got to start small and work our way up.
Yeah, it's your first time, man. You got to go a little smaller than that, right? Sonny Avila, thanks, buddy. Hey. Says, congrats, busting out the tequila shots. Thanks for the content over the years and helping me get through those long ass nights of studying during college. Thanks,
hey,
Sonny.
all right, man.
You guys,
I hope you didn't fail any of those fucking exams. Listen to our ass. Like, oh shit, you'd have failed.
No, it's motivation. It's like, don't be like these fucking guys. Get your goddamn degree.
Yeah, or just tuned us out and fell asleep to it.
Yeah, that's true. I have people say that, like, man, I fall asleep to your commentaries all the time. It's like, thanks, man.
We're doing something right. Yeah, because if they fall asleep, then they don't need, then they don't really focus in on how dumb we sound. So,
thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. You guys are being so fucking kind to us, like always, man. You guys are the ones that have made this fucking thing happen for us. Tyler Rumfeld, thanks, buddy. Says, sup, dudes. YouTube sucks. Supposed to remind me when you went live. I was distracted playing Evil Dead. LOL. Yeah. It's hard to get.
That's all right, man. I wouldn't put that down for this shit either. I haven't, but I heard like Evil Dead lost a lot of support. Like it's not getting nearly the amount of players or like the company behind it don't care. I don't know. That's kind of shitty because I was hoping it would be like the next big thing, but apparently it's not. Apparently, Evil Dead the game is on death's door, as they would say.
Yeah, I bought it when it came out. And like, because I was like, oh, maybe we could play this and start, doing some game stuff. But like, yeah, played it. It was fine. I don't play games. So
I watched this one guy, and he's a lot more experienced in the gaming world. He said something like, once you figure out how to play, I guess you can be the bad guy in the game. You just decimate the people if they're not in survive with friends mode. I guess it's just kind of boring, so it gets repetitive really easy. I mean, I'm level 100 now in Ghostbusters, which is the max level on Spirits Unleashed. And
Do me, Yo-Yo Master, because you're the
well, no,
yo-yo.
it literally, but it's like you only get 5 maps, and I still love the game. I think the game is awesome, and I like playing it. But you get 5 maps. It does get repetitive, and once you get to a certain level, it's just like you go against other people that are just starting the game, and you're like, shit, this will be over in about. This, you will not enjoy this. This will be over quickly, though. I fuck them up every time. Every time.
Game's just too complicated, man. It's too, like you get a game like that, like you're playing, you're all into it and shit like that. But then it's like, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna do some fucking update and then you have to pay for extra maps, or is the game not gonna get support anymore? It's like, dude, they make it so fucking complicated.
The good news is about the Ghostbusters game is that Ilphonic made it, and all the DLC is going to be free. They're going to be bringing new maps, which are free, and new ghost types, which are free, which is awesome. I'm sure they're going to have things that you're going to have to pay for later down the line, because why wouldn't they? Because you got to, they want to make money too. But the reason why Ilphonic and Gun Media kind of like dropped support for Friday the 13th was the lawsuit. They couldn't keep, making the game go along because of the lawsuit. So that's really what fucked them. I mean, that's kind of what some people in their minds like, oh, Ilphonic sucks and Gun Media sucks because of but that was out of their hands. That was the lawsuit.
Yeah, Gun Media especially, like they didn't fucking want to give that shit.
No, I mean, like, they wanted to keep making content.
Yeah, they got dicked harder than anybody did. That's like that, dude. That's like when fucking people go on like they like message players like in the NFL, like on social media, like, why didn't you catch that fucking pass? It's like, yeah, dude, I'm sure the guy whose entire life and him feeding his fucking family, and I'm not talking about obviously, I'm talking about like if a fucking fourth-string receiver or something dropped the pass. I'm sure his whole entire life requires on him, his whole team, his whole city, 1,000 people made his whole career drop that pass. But you're right, like yeah, I'm sure he needs you to tell him that you fucked up. Like, it's one of those things. Like, trust me, that guy cares more than you fucking do. Well, same thing with Gun Media.
Well, Ilphonics, they're a small team, and they made a great like asymmetrical game like Ghostbusters, and it's a huge. I mean, there's a lot of diehard fans of Ghostbusters, and they want immediate fixes. There's bugs, there's glitches. I understand, but they're like, "Where's it at?" It's like, dude, I've read like people are like, dude, I bought this game like a month ago and you guys haven't done it. This is lazy. You guys are the laziest development team of all time, and you guys should close your doors and let someone else handle this. I was like, dude, they are a small development team, and this is a huge franchise. They like the game. They want the game to be supported. They're going to come out with free DLC. By the way, the game is $30 right now with Black Friday deals. It's $30. It's $40 at regular price, and they're going to give you free DLC. They're going to fix bugs and glitches and things like that. But Jesus Christ, just have fun with the fucking game. It's not an esports competitive game. Like, I swear people get so fucking mad about a video game, dude. It's like, it's not esports. Like, you're not going to be the next goddamn Twisted Phase or whatever the fuck they call themselves now. Like, I'm goddamn professional. I play Call of Duty for a living, bitch. Calm it down.
Yeah, I lost it, man. I can't fucking, everything's too fucking complicated and broken and weird. Courtney says Wednesday on Netflix is Big Fire. I love Jenna Ortega. Like, I'm not a fucking huge Addams Family person. Like, I watched it as a kid, the song, all that shit like that. Yeah. But like, I've never been super into it. But like, I love Jenna Ortega. I still haven't. I'm not interested enough. But
I know. But I did see some pictures of Christina Ricci as fucking Mortician. Woo-wee.
That makes a lot of fucking sense.
Was involved.
Like, who do you think?
No,
the casting was between Christina Ricci, Ricky or Richie Ricardo. Ricky Ricardo. Lucy, you're in big trouble now. And her or Helena Bonham Carter.
I'll take. Right? I would have taken Christina Ricci, but I know that she didn't play Morticia. But I'm saying, like, there was a picture of her dressed as Morticia. Like, if she played Morticia now, dude, god damn.
It makes a lot of
sense. Yes, sir.
You see that movie Afterlife with Justin Long? And it's just like, she's dead the entire movie, but she's just like naked. But she's naked the entire movie, but she's also dead. So it's like, let's just see Ricky, and she's naked again, but she's dead.
I like Christina Ricci, dude. I don't know.
I do too. I think she's a great actress.
Yeah, I like her. I think she'd be a great Morticia, but Yeah, I heard Wednesday is a big seller for Netflix. I don't know. Like again, I'm the same with Mike though. I'm not a hardcore Addams Family dude, I guess, to really jump on board with it. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm saying, man. Robin Barker, congrats, guys. Thanks for all you do. Cheers to another 150,000 subscribers. Cheers to you.
Hey, thanks, man. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you very much appreciate that, my friend.
You can be my Robin anytime.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt or
no, I was doing the Predator thing anytime.
Mostly. Michael Goodwins, do you guys like The Big Bang Theory, like sitcoms? I hate it because I can't stand that fucking guy's voice. I want to hit him in the fucking throat.
The nerdy guy.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like
what's
whatever
his
that
name?
Fucking Dick
Fleshman.
I fucking
no, I know. Fuck, dude. I should know that. I don't even watch the show.
Well, one of my kids watched that Home movie, and it's called Home, and he does the voice for the thing, and I can't even remember what his voice sounds like now because I blocked it out. But every time he speaks, I just want to crawl into a hole and suck myself off. I mean, die. That's what
you broke your own neck trying to suck your own dick. Balls rested on my lips. I don't like. I've never watched the show. I never really got into it because it felt very manufactured. I don't know, like I know there's supposed to be geeks and nerds, and the good-looking neighbor got into them, and they were like, she overcomes their nerdness. I just felt like it was too like they were cashing in on the nerd culture thing. It just felt very manufactured. But I do like sitcoms. I mean, I think one of the best sitcoms as far as I loved Grounded for Life when it came out, and I obviously who does Home Improvement and fucking Married with Children. I didn't watch that shit religiously, but that shit was good. Like that was some good stuff.
I miss those things, dude.
I even like Titus, dude. Titus was funny.
Titus fucking awesome. He has a podcast now. It's mostly politics and shit though, but he does have his own podcast.
That show was funny as fuck.
Dude, that show was awesome. And there was something about when the era that we grew up in, like there was something super comforting about going home after school, getting picked on or whatever, and like just sitting around and watching Fresh Prince or Friends or Everybody Loves Raymond or whatever the thing was. Yeah, like those shows, it was like a better world. Like in those worlds, for 20 minutes, you watched a family that actually gave a fuck.
I wish my family was like that. Then you'd watch something depressing like Party of Five or Beverly Hills 90210.
Yeah, it was
you got a good yin and yang.
Yeah, your dad not giving you a hug in your entire life. Just watch an episode of fucking Full House, man. Bob Saget will hug the shit out of you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they don't make sitcoms like they used to anymore. They just don't.
That was a good time to be alive, dude, for sure. They call me Stamps, motherfucker. Said thoughts on Quentin Tarantino saying Marvel actors aren't movie stars, the characters are, and Simu Liu's response to him on Twitter. Oh,
I know that Quentin Tarantino talks some smack. I don't know what the other person's response was. I'm not on Twitter, so I don't know. But he's saying Marvel actors aren't movie stars, the characters are. I mean, you never go against the Quentin. But in this particular instance, I mean, the fact that they built the MCU on basically Robert Downey Jr.'s back starting in 2007, and he was already a movie star. Yes, he had problems in the past before, and he was coming back, but he was already an established star. Everybody knew who Robert Downey Jr. was. I mean, I would imagine people still knew who they were. So he was already a movie star. So, I mean, to say that he wasn't, it's kind of stupid. I don't know.
Well, so here's the whole thing, and it's pulled out of context, right? Like what Quentin Tarantino, they asked him about it, right? They asked him, and he said something along the lines of, "Well, cinema's weird now because it's not like you go to the movies to see the movie stars." He was like, "You go see Captain America to see Captain America, not Chris Evans. Like it's different." You know what I mean? And there's a video from a Comic-Con of Anthony Mackie literally saying the same thing like a year ago. He was like, "It's crazy, it's different." He was like, people don't come to see Anthony Mackie. They come to see the Falcon. They don't come to see Chris Evans. They come to see Captain America. And nobody said shit. But there's this whole thing where people ask Scorsese or Tarantino about Marvel movies, and they're trying to get a clip because they know.
Why does it matter, though? I never understood. Why does it matter if Quentin Tarantino or Scorsese like your fucking movies?
Why do they have to fucking like Marvel
movies?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They can have, who cares?
Yeah, can't you just come out and be like, "Hey, I'm not a fan of Marvel movies"? And like, "Oh, okay, you fucking piece of shit."
So if they don't validate your fucking like your shit, then you automatically are a hater of MCU.
So
makes zero sense.
he says that, right? And I saw this dude because it fucking lit me up. I actually got fucking mad, and in a stupid way that you shouldn't get mad about dumb shit like this. But this dude, he was the dude in the Shang-Chi Legends of Ten Rings.
Yeah.
He comes out and tweets, if the only gatekeepers to movie stardom came from Tarantino and Scorsese, I would never have the opportunity to lead a 400 million plus movie. I am in awe of their filmmaking genius. They are transcendent auteurs, but they don't get to point their nose at me or anyone. It's like, dude, he just said he didn't fucking like Marvel movies.
That sounds like your vagina from your butthole is bleeding really bad and a tampon is needed to sop that shit up. Sop that bitch up. Here's the thing. I don't know what that even means. You mean the gatekeepers? You use that word? Quentin Tarantino and Scorsese are some of the best filmmakers to ever live. They're literally living embodiments of great filmmakers at this very moment. And all they said was they didn't like the cartoony shit that the MCU or whatever is all about. They've said that, or they're saying like, yes, kids go and see a character from a comic book. They don't care about who the actor is. I mean, that's how I took it anyway. Who gives a fuck? You're acting like, oh, they're the gatekeepers. And if it was up to them, I would never get a shot in Hollywood. Take that sanctimonious shit on the street and get on a soapbox and cry yourself to sleep at night. I don't know what the fuck that even means.
He said he posted this, bracing for loser internet trolls.
I like your fake ass Jackie Chan of goddamn fucking jiu-jitsu, whatever the fuck you're doing, because that's bullshit.
And then somebody commented, they were like, do you know how hard it is to make martial arts look this uncool?
Why don't you just be like, why don't you just either one, don't respond to it, like who cares, and two, if you do respond to it, just be like, hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I respect their films.
There is nothing out there. And first off, you're not even a movie star to begin with. Like, you got an amazing opportunity.
He was was he in fucking Gap commercials?
I don't know, but
I swear to God, he was.
Good for you. Like, that's awesome. Take it with some hint of fucking, like, just a goddamn modicum of humility and be like, I got 100%. This amazing chance and I did my best, and not come out there and be like, Quentin Tarantino and Martin Scorsese are gatekeepers because they don't like Marvel. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Have you not gotten enough attention? I know
I'm gonna get him some cheese and wine.
Nothing's like, shut the fuck up. You're making.
Well, dude. By the way, I like how you throw it. You pamper a $400 million movie. Yeah,
Marvel. It could be Pitt farting on a fucking snare drum.
Where's Leonardo DiCaprio when you need him? I've been in a fucking $1 billion fucking movie. Goddamn Titanic, bitch. I like how people throw the numbers around like it matters. Like, who gives a shit? I don't get it, man. Like, if somebody doesn't agree with you or they're on the opposite side, why do you care? If you don't want to listen to it, there's a little fucking block function, I'm sure, on Twitter. Don't listen to it. Don't respond to it. Holy shit, is that hard? Is that hard to do? Oh my God, but it's not.
It's running thing.
They're gatekeepers.
It's this running thing that the Scorseses and the Tarantinos are pieces of shit. Just for being honest. Like, they didn't say you shouldn't be able to watch Marvel movies. They didn't say you shouldn't be able to like them. They didn't say anything. They just said, Scorsese was like, I don't think that for me, that's not cinema. These guys, there's a reason they became directors. It's because they're huge fucking movie fans. Quentin Tarantino he figured out how to direct by watching movies working at a video store.
Yeah.
They are movie fans before they're even directors, right?
Yeah, my boy. So I don't think you should be burning bridges. Don't be burning bridges.
If you ask somebody who's that rich of a fucking cinema fucking freak, how they feel about something like that. And Marvel is like, you can't even get a movie in the theaters. Like, a Marvel movie it's on 37,000 screens, and nobody gives a shit about it if it's not tied to the Marvel universe or whatever, or this or that. Like, all they did was give their fucking opinions. They didn't. Like, it's so goddamn.
I don't know when opinions became like immediate, like they're somehow gatekeeping. Like, he doesn't like your fucking movies. Whoop-de-fuckity-doo. The universe will continue. Your life will go on. You will still have a check to cash tomorrow morning. Shut the fuck up and get on with your life. God damn.
They didn't even say that. That's the sad part about it all. Colin Cara, thanks, buddy. Says, love your stuff, uncles. You're my favorite channel. Best sitcom of all time is Scrubs. No ifs, ands, or buts. I do love Scrubs. That was a funny ass show.
I've watched a few episodes of Scrubs. I never got into it enough to watch every single episode. But yeah, that was a great one. I feel like if you take me back to the 90s, like if you're just going to tell me like what is one show that consistently made you laugh, there'd be three. It'd be Roseanne. It'd be Home Improvement. And then it would be Married with Children. It's those three right there. But I couldn't rank them because they're so good.
Yeah, there's fucking so many, man. Like someone mentioned 2.5 Men. I could watch that all day fucking long. That was a great one.
I never got into it as
with
much as
Charlie
everybody else.
Sheen.
I liked it, but I never got into it.
Yeah, as long as you had Charlie Sheen there. But I agree with all the ones that you said as well. And then, like I said, Friends was a big one for. I love Friends back in the day. It did not fucking age well. Like you go back.
I missed the hype train on that 70s show. I had to go back and watch them. Like when they came to Netflix, I binged them, and they were fucking awesome.
I liked it okay. Yeah, I liked it all right. But like it was weird, dude, because like back then it didn't even matter. Like there were certain blocks of TV. Like that 70s show might not be your favorite show, but it's so easy just to sit back and watch. You know what I mean?
I like that,
but 2 hours of fucking sitcoms and have a really good time watching them.
But the smaller ones that we talked about, Titus, Grounded for Life, those were amazing, and they only lasted like 3 seasons or something. Yeah, and barely anybody ever talks about them. They were good too.
You had to fucking come with fucking fire if you wanted your sitcom to last. Anyways, hey, paper, rock, scissors, me. Let's do this fucking thing.
All right, but I think there's going to be a delay every time.
You say that every time.
All right. So ready? We're going to go on 3. Go on 2.
Right, well, just go on. Shoot.
Go on.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
1.
I can't see where you're landing. You gotta pick.
Well, I'm doing this. I can't. There.
All right. Ready?
Hey, would you like to buy something? All right, ready? All right.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I get it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Rock,
paper, scissors, shoot.
I can't see your hand.
I got scissors.
No, it's your hand, is it? You
can't. That counts. I had scissors. They could see the point.
You gotta pull your hand up. It's a DQ automatically.
That's not a DQ. I can't fucking do it because I don't have a fancy ass camera looking at me from a. I got this shitty webcam.
Camera to see where your hand ends in the
because
camera
I can't hold it up like here.
Screen and pick your hand up.
I picked it up. What the fuck?
Show me the bottom of your hand.
Huh?
Pick your hand. Show me the bottom of your hand.
Right here. Look.
Okay, now hold it there. And do it from there. No, you dropped it again.
Because
pick the hand up.
You'll be like this. Here, I'll do it like this.
It's so you had it.
It's not because
you're making it weird. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, that's one.
Okay,
that's one for you.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors,
shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
God, we like it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You fucking piece of shit. Jesus Christ.
Rock, paper,
scissors, shoot. God damn it, man. Fuck,
dude. God. Rock, paper,
scissors, shoot. All right, you won the first one. Just go fucking smoke.
Fuck,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
I've already peed my pants 3 times.
My arm's tired. Oh, Lord. So anyway, this is the high quality content you've come to expect. And this is the kind of thing that got us 150,000 subscribers at the end of the day. Holy tits from McGregortonville salad shits. Flip a coin would make sense, but it wouldn't be that fun and angering and upsetting. Could you imagine if like we were actually like a goddamn gaming channel? Like that was the whole point. Like, yeah, Guardian said winner gets it in the butt. That's how we usually play. Have you guys ever played Gay Chicken? Me either, but I want to. Anyways, how are you guys doing? How's it going? What is an RPS, Courtney? Oh yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. Box from fucking Saskatchewan. Clinton says do a poll. What poll? You want me to do a poll? That's on OnlyFans. If you want to see me do a poll, you got to pay for that. That'll cost extra. And if you have to ask, you can't afford it. Gary, thanks, buddy. Says, I think it's okay for Martin to not like Marvel, but it's not right to say that they are not real movies. But I don't think Quentin said anything wrong. He likes superhero movies, and the Shang-Chi guy is always talking shit. I don't know much about that guy. But yeah, like, you know, I just understand why they're so fucking frustrated too. Like, okay, yes, you can't say they're not real movies because they have emotion and they bring people joy and people like to go see them. So yeah, you can't say they're not real movies. Cinema, is that different? I don't know. That sounds kind of snooty too. But I do get it. Imagine you're fucking Martin Scorsese, right? Imagine you're one of these fucking dudes who, like, if you look at the fucking art, if you look at how deeply they put themselves into their movies, and back in the day where you literally had to fucking edit movies with goddamn scissors and shit, and you look at what they put into their movies, and then seeing like nobody gives a fuck about anything unless it comes from this one fucking trough, and it's like this. And again, I love some of these movies too, but you gotta be honest with yourself. Some of these movies are literally like ran through a fucking machine and made sure they don't offend anybody, and they're the perfect amount of this, and they feel fucking robotic and not real, like sometimes. So if you're one of these guys who puts their blood into their work like they have, and it's not just that these movies are doing okay or they're doing all right or that they're doing great, but like nobody gives a fuck about anything else. It's like they forgot that old movie exists. It's like fucking Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, fucking Irishman, whatever. Like, are you kidding me? Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings. That's all I give a shit about. Like, it's gotta be so hard to bite their fucking lips. Their mouths have just got to be full of blood walking around constantly. I mean, I feel their pain. Like, I can't imagine how fucking upsetting that is, for sure. Fatback, you can have my OnlyFans, all right? But here's the deal. You can have a free membership, but you have to film it. You have to come over here and film me just playing with my dinghy and stuffed animals. That's what I'm going to do when I start one. It's going to be called Mikey and Me. And I'm going to have just a lot of stuffed animals, and I'm going to fuck them. But you're right. You know, the MCU is too CGI heavy, Iron Wolf. It's true. It is. It's just too CGI heavy. It is, though. Like, honestly, like, you look at these movies and like they are just so goddamn just like standard stock Walmart fucking. Sometimes there's just no guts or balls or edge to any of them, and everything doesn't have to be dark, and everything doesn't have to be crime, and everything doesn't have to be shit like this. But like, dude, some of the shit they're shoveling is just so goddamn Disney. And I know that Disney owns Marvel, but fuck. I think that's exactly why like Joker and shit did so well. It's like people wanted something new. They want another side of that. You know, I still get excited about certain superheroes and stuff like that. But now you're trying to sell me fourth fucking tier superheroes, and then you're not even doing anything cool with it. You know? So like Shang-Chi could have been such a cool movie if it was about martial arts and shit like that. But instead, all I can remember is it felt like a fucking Sonic the Hedgehog movie. We were in a field and there was a bunch of weird, cute fucking animals, and they were trying to sell goddamn mini Yodas and shit. You know? So yeah. Again, of course, that guy fucking loves the Marvel shit because they paid you fucking me and some. Give me the money. Give me back my son. However much they fucking paid him, and they made his career. Like, of course. That's like when you go to fucking B movie actor, whatever, and they're like, so-and-so says they would love to be in a Marvel film. Well, no fucking shit, Sherlock. The sun fucking rises and sets too. Like, people fucking die and taxes happen. Of course everybody wants to be in a fucking Marvel movie. Because it's a huge fucking paycheck and everybody in the world knows who the fuck you are. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's awesome, like, that they're doing so good. But also, fucking broaden your fucking horizons. I think people spend so much time having to be like, I need to know who fucking Darkwing 1976 Cuisinart is from the fucking 7th goddamn Golden Age comic from fucking 1946, because it might appear in a fucking third-rate Disney goddamn TV Plus series. And you have to focus so much on these little characters and all this little shit. You don't give a fuck about this awesome goddamn movie that came out and made $500,000 at the fucking box office, because you have to fucking keep up with 17 fucking episodes of the same bullshit they've been shoveling for 7 fucking years. But anyways, that's why I don't like corn dogs.
Informer. Lick your bum bum down. Lick your bum bum down.
I'll be right back.
Goodbye. I'll see you soon. I'll see you real soon. Thank you. Let it be said, writer said. Let it be said. All ye who come to this channel will leave disappointed. You know, I have candles, like they're cheap, like they're just like, you know, the what are they called, the battery operated candles? Flameless candles. Yes. I'm that stupid. I'm like, excuse me, sir, like if I went to like Walmart or something, like, excuse me, sir, where are your battery operated candles? You mean flameless candles? Like, yeah, potato. W3B says, you smoking weed, bro? Nah, bro. I ain't doing that, because that shit makes me like, you ever seen A Beautiful Mind? That makes me like as paranoid as him. If I smoke that shit, like I'm thinking like I'm writing letters to the FBI and like I work for them and shit. I won't do that. Hey, Shen. Fatback says, Jay, you have pretty mouth. I appreciate it. I was born with it. It's not. Don't get any ideas, Fatback. Or do. I don't care. Tomo will go to, yet Jay would be the one to melt a flameless candle. Yes, I would find a way to do such a thing. You are correct, though. But I like the battery operated candles, flameless candles, whatever you want to say. I would not be a good representative for QVC. That is for sure. Hey, it's just for a low, easy payment of $19.99. These flameless candles can be yours. You can use them for voodoo, for any type of resurrection of the dead, or whatever, just to keep your house really nice and comforting. I don't know. I'm terrible. I wouldn't even be able to do that. It's just those candles eat batteries like Jay drinks Bud Light. Sir, it's Michelob Ultra. I'm just going to let you know. But it is true what you said there. By the way, I was going to say, would you guys, and again, this very, very early stages of this, super early, even discussing it, but just to throw it out there, just to throw it into the wind and let you guys decide. Mike and I had discussed before about doing something with Twitch as far as like doing like a gaming thing. I'm still not 100% sure because I want to get, because right now the only game I can play a lot of like RPG games like Fallout and shit like that, but that might be boring to people. But I'm trying to get good at like DBD, and I'm trying to rekindle my situation with Halo. And but would you guys want to see a Twitch type of gaming channel at some point? I think that would be fun. I think that would be a lot of fun. Okay, especially if it's a horror game, because I'm gonna poop my pants. Depending. Do hot tub streams? Yes, that will be on the card after if the Twitch thing does well. I don't know. I'm actually learning with Twitch stuff, so I'm still not 100%. So we will see. I think play GoldenEye 64. Oh my God, Iron Wolf, that is genius. I like what you just done there. Okay, I'm gonna take what you've done there and I'm gonna lay it up and then alley-oop it and then have Shaquille O'Neal slam dunk it because I like what you said. Yes, that would be fun as fuck. By the way, thank you, Ryan. Shoot. I don't know. I'm gonna go with shoot because it sounds more fancy, but it could be shoot. Don't get mad. I don't know. But says, congratulations on 150,000 subscribers. Can't think of a more deserving channel. Here's to 150K more. Thanks for being a second home to come to relax. Hey, man, that was very sweet. Thank you so much. I can't believe it. Clinton's, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. That's really very, very sweet of you. Clinton says you do a YouTube. Slow the fuck down. God, it's just like ridiculous how fast this thing goes sometimes. Oh my God, where did it go? Oh, do a YouTube live stream gaming channel, says Clinton. Yeah, I know that there are some streamers that do the live stream gaming. I don't know. Is that like I know it's still in its infancy compared to Twitch, and I don't know how. And again, I'm looking up and trying to figure out if Twitch's TOS, which is terms of service, by the way, if it's like a lot more strict than YouTube or it's a lot more lax. I'm not sure. So yeah, but it could be something that happens in the future for sure. I'm a little nervous about it because I've never done it before. I literally like the other day I was bored and I was like, you know what? I'll just I was just so bored. I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go live. Or broadcast on Twitch. And I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just gonna broadcast and just like it would be like just me talking to myself until one person popped in like, hey man, what's going on? like I would jump all over him, like nobody showed up at my birthday party, but there was one guy that did, and he kind of like just stuck around to see if there was gonna be free beer. I'm like, yeah, dude, there's gonna be free beer. Come on, like stick around, man. It's gonna be fun. Stephanie says, Jay, just fucking do it. Okay, well, that's all the motivation that it takes right there. Just fucking do it. Stop being an asshole. Yep, that'll do it right there. I like it. But the what is it? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's promising. I know that Mike and I are both really interested in that. That'll be a fun one. That's gonna be scary as shit too. I think it's gonna be a scary game. I don't know. And then there's another game coming out that's like a horror-based game, like a dead what is it called? Dead Space. It's like a new inspired. What is it called? The Chronicles of Dead Space. Oh my God, what's that new game called? Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. Sup, Imran? Guardian says we all need to play Friday the 13th. Man, I know it would be great if that game just came back to life in some way or another, right? James Smith says Alien Isolation. Play it! He had a lot. Sega! He had a lot of exclamation points. So I feel like he was serious. And you know what? I have that game. I think I got it with Game Pass. And dude, I haven't played it all the way. I was gonna play with my wife. Just more like when I say I play with I'm gonna play with my wife, she just watches me. Because if I give her the controller and she tries to play, it gives me anxiety because she keeps bumping into walls and shit because she doesn't know how the joysticks work. It's like literally giving it to your grandmother. I'd be like, you got to go over there. And she went over here. And then anyway, but I started playing it, but it was like the atmosphere was creepy as fuck. Like I was like, ooh, I don't know. Because Resident of fucking Evil, says Stacey James. That'd be a good one. I've played all of that. Yeah, that'd be a fun one too. I'm definitely like, yeah, man, like whatever. Like I'd be down. Like, I feel like most people like to watch multiplayer though. Just like, if it's a competitive game, if you're playing against other people, I don't know. But maybe, I do see a lot of people that do the solo player stuff. I've seen people that play Skyrim, and that's like a million-year-old game, and people still like tune in to watch what they're doing and whatever. So I don't know. We'll see. It'll be fun. Michael Parton, again, thank you so much, sir. There needs to be movie adaptations for Clock Tower, Fatal Frame, Amnesia, Outlast, The Evil Within, as well as a great reboot for Alone in the Dark. I know all of those games, and I will say this with 100% confidence. Excuse that ugliness. I'm sorry, a little gaffy. Michael, I will not. I've never played them because they scared me. Amnesia and Outlast specifically because I knew those were like fucking holy shit. You make sure you bring like a double padding of a diaper if you're going to play those games. But yes, I do agree movie adaptations. But really right now, I just want a good movie adaptation of like something as classic as Resident Evil. Like, can we get that right, ladies and gentlemen? Can we get Resident Evil right? I don't know. It just seems like it's like a fucking Rubik's Cube. Like we don't understand how to fucking make that movie right. That game, Resident Evil, already has a stellar fucking plot. It's already got a great cast. Not the actual actors that played it in the original game in 1998, but I'm talking about the characters are already well developed and they're easy. But it's like they keep on stumbling over their own foot and said, "Fuck it! Like we'll just make like something that's that's non-risque because we don't want to spend that much money on a video game movie." Come on, guys! How much money did you spend on Street Fighter with Jean-Claude Van Damme? Hadouken!
Ruined that man's career.
No, I don't know if it was Street Fighter. I think it was the cocaina.
Yeah,
that ruined his career.
I
didn't get I got all the super chats. The last one that just popped, I didn't get.
Fatback.
Was it Fatback? Yeah,
that's it says I was doing the nasty with my wife Sandy last night while I had your Wrong Turn marathon review on. Jay, she loves your voice. Thank yolk like eggs.
Yeah, you were doing the nasty with your wife, and then she was like, "I love that guy's voice," while you were sticking it to her.
Yeah, I bet Jeff loved that.
Woo, loving it.
Yeah,
loving it.
Trailer Park was shaking that night. You know what I mean? It was off the hook. It was off.
If the doors are a rocking, don't come a knocking. That's all I gotta say about it.
James Smith is right though. The first Mortal Kombat movie was done.
That was dope. I did like that, and and I give like a ton of respect to those guys. Like they did that in 1995, and that game was hard as fuck to even really tell the story. And they did it on a limited budget, and they did it hella better than what Street Fighter wound up being. And it still boggles my mind that Jean-Claude Van Damme turned down the opportunity to be the face of Mortal Kombat, and he chose Street Fighter. That cocaine will get you. It will get you.
Mistake.
Huge mistake. Huge surprise. Huge surprise called bankruptcy.
Man, he would have been the best fucking Johnny Cage of all time.
Dude, I mean, if you look at the Mortal Kombat, the original, the character model, the original Mortal Kombat, and he's wearing those little tights, the guy, he's supposed to be the Bloodsport, like Frank Dukes. Yeah. He looks like Frank Dukes.
Yeah, that would have fucking ruled, man. It would have changed the whole world. Gary says, yeah, the Shang-Chi guy is one of those actors that is like, if you don't like the movie, you must be a racist. Like,
he said that?
No, I mean, obviously he's not come out and said that, but the whole gatekeeping thing and the whole I think he said he did say something about like, I love the golden age of movies, but it's extremely white. And it's like,
what? Oh my God. Yeah. So if you're going to see through everything through a color lens, you're never going to be happy. I don't know. How about this? You know, some people just might not like your movie because it's dog shit. It might have nothing to do with what color you are. If you were blind and someone was describing it to you and you're like, that sounds like dog shit. You're like, oh, you racist though. It's like, I'm blinder than Ray Charles. They never even seen you.
I think it'd be a way more meaningful thing if you know, you went out and you did a movie that was more rooted in martial arts and went back to and actually did something with that rather than just put out a formulaic Marvel movie that just happened to have some martial arts in it. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to talk about that, maybe think about that. And also, you're talking about.
Well, look at Super Cop, dude. Not everybody was. I like Super Cop with Jackie Chan, but not everybody did. But nobody was screaming that, oh, you racist because he's Asian. Nobody gave a shit. It was like either that was your cup of tea or it wasn't. I mean, sometimes people can just not like things, and it has nothing to do with race. I mean, the more you know. Logo.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, oh, I don't like Marvel movies. It's like, what? Okay, how can we turn this into this? You know what I'm saying? Like, they just said they didn't like it. And then people say it all the time, like, be honest. Like, I wish people were more honest. Like, those guys are old school. They're honest. They say how they feel, and they get raked across a fucking Kohl's.
It's ridiculous. It's
Kohl's department store for it. But Iggy the Alien, thanks, my friend. Good to see you. Says, hey guys, sorry I'm late. I was exhausted and taking a nap, but also congrats on the subs. You guys deserve all the recognition.
Hey, thank you, Inky. That means a lot. Thank you.
And
I'm sorry that we interrupted your sleep because I'm sure our loud ass mouth jerked you out of a wonderful dream.
Speaking of which, what is your take on naps? I have found lately in my old age, like I used to be somebody that never fucking naps. I know that you're a napper. You do naps, but
I don't know, not anymore. I can't. Because I can't. I don't even get like fucking 4 to 5 because I stay up late. It's weird how my sleep cycle is fucked. My sleep cycle is fucking terrible. Like if you looked at my sleep cycle, you'd be like that guy is either a crack addict or he's in a band. Because it's like 3-4 hours and then you're up for like a while and then you stay up and then you try like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stay up all night or I'm gonna stay up all day so I can go to sleep at night. And then when you try to go to sleep at 8:30 at night or 9 o'clock or something to get a full night's rest, you're like, I can't go to sleep. I want to get up. There's too many things to do. I want to go play a video game. I want to go outside and look at the moon. I don't know. I want to fucking like touch my wiener.
Yeah, I can't do it. If the only way I nap, dude, is I've gotten to the point where I do it a little bit now. Like when I work third shift and shit like that, like everything was just fucked. But like now, if I'm feeling like shit in the middle of the day, like feeling like real shit, I can actually lay down because that's what they say. Like only nap for like 20 minutes. If you nap more than that, you're gonna wake up and feel like shit.
Yeah, it's the perfect. You gotta get that right. You gotta get right in that 20.
Yeah, when I would rarely nap before, I would nap for like 2 hours, and then you wake up and you were just fucking.
That's the worst.
So you gotta make it like 20 minutes to an hour tops.
Like in my life, top. No cat. You see what I'm doing? I'm bringing that shit. I'm trying to make us relevant. It's not going to work because I say it like a white guy for real. But dead ass. Dude, I heard somebody say the other day, it's like, ratio? No, but dead ass though. Look, no, stop. But no, the perfect is 20 minutes. And I've only had those twice in my life where I got a perfect 20-minute nap and dude, I felt fucking awesome. But I've had those moments too where you go over that and you feel like absolute dog shit. Like just complete horse shit.
Yeah. When I worked third shift,
whatever feces you want to label it.
My lunch hour, I would take because I was getting like 3-4 hours sleep a night. So I would go out to my lunch hour and sleep for like 20 minutes in the car. Yeah. And when you're that tired, you fucking fall asleep like that. So it's no problem. It's just the waking up. And that helped a lot too. But yeah, if you're not a napper, those 20-minute naps will change your fucking day, man.
But it's magic, dude. You have to have it right. You have to have it right in that time frame. Because otherwise you're going to feel like if it's 1 minute over or even a few minutes over or a few minutes under, you'll feel like dog shit.
Well, yeah. And with the kids, dude, it's really easy to only nap for 20 minutes because you lay down and you fall asleep. There's something that it's a kid or a dog that's going to wake you up. You're going to have a Power Ranger up your ass, as Martin Lawrence said in Bad Boys eventually. Yeah. So you really only can nap for like 20 minutes. So it actually works. But yeah,
I feel like that kid in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, which is as shitty as it was, like they're micro naps. We got to take micro naps. Because the brain turns off. It's true though. Like again, look, power naps. You live and you die by them. I don't know. It's the way of the samurai. Sometimes it goes well, and sometimes it doesn't. So sleep at your own risk.
Yeah, yeah. You got to do it right. But if you do it right, you're gonna be just fucking Fine. Oh, by the way, I meant to say, I posted this thing earlier today when we were like almost to. Have we actually reached it again yet? I'm gonna check, by the way, see if we've actually reached 150 again. We are one away, 149,999.
Oh,
so
come on, guys, make some fake accounts.
The dude who unsubscribed just to resubscribe. Now's the time to shine, my friend. We're one away. But no, I was saying share the videos, help us get us there to win this. Travis Mullins and Dustin McNeil sent us this Reign of Chucky, big thick motherfucker.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, same dudes who did the Taking Shape books on the history of the Chucky franchise. Going to give this away to somebody who shared one of our videos.
Hey, Cody Leach, where you at?
Yeah, Cody fucking
where you at, Cody
shit out of this fucking book, man. But yeah, it's fucking awesome. I read it, and I'm not even the biggest Chucky guy, just like I know you aren't. But getting into it a little bit, man, that's got some good shit in there. Some real thick shit.
I don't know. I've always been that kind of guy that I thought Child's Play was fun, the first one, and it was it's whatever. It was freaky, and then it was like, yeah, but then why you got to have a sequel? But then what happened? I don't know. I feel like it was pretty. You could say that about any horror icon, that there's a simple plot that revolves around them. So why do you need a sequel? But it's literally a fucking doll. Look, he did the voodoo thing. He was a serial killer, which was scary, and he put his soul into a doll, and then he got he got killed. It's over now. Everything is quiet now.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's always been that way. But that's the society now for sure. It's like, oh, when's the sequel though? No, you can just do one movie. What's next? Like, I'm shocked we still haven't got a Drive sequel, by the way. Do you want a Drive sequel, by the way?
I would love it. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. Well, I'm torn on that too. Yeah, I would love a Drive sequel. First off, Drive, if you guys don't know, Ryan Gosling, Bryan Cranston. Oh my god, one of the best independent films of all time. Amazing flick, awesome soundtrack, and then it gives you that ending, and that ending makes you feel like a badass, dude. That ending was so out of nowhere too, and it was just like, I want a sequel, but then I don't, because the ending was so perfect.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, yeah, and it's crazy. Nicholas Winding Refn, so he did that movie, right? And then after Drive, everybody was like, "Oh shit, what's fucking next?" And he's like, "Only God Forgives" with Ryan Gosling. Did you ever watch that?
No, because I think you told me it was shitty.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some people who probably love it. It had cool moments in it, but man, it seemed like the explanation of the movie is fucking awesome. Then you watch and you're like, holy god, when does the movie fucking start? And then it was just a bunch of dumb shit. But yeah, he just went away. I think he has like a Netflix series that's like a 4 Netflix series coming out. Or
Nicholas Winfro,
Nicholas Winding Refn.
Refn, yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, he seemed like he was gonna be fucking huge. Same thing happened to Richard Kelly, the dude who did Donnie Darko. Everybody's like, oh, what's the next thing gonna be? Because it's gonna be huge. And it was that Southland Tales with Dwayne The Rock Johnson in it. That was one of the most disappointing.
That just sounds like a terrible name. I don't want to ever watch it.
It had him and Sean William Scott in it, dude. It was unfollowable. Like, you could not understand.
Southland Tales.
Yeah, Southland Tales. Like,
that sounds like Angela Lansbury would be one of the main stars in it. No offense, and I love Angela Lansbury, R.I.P. But it sounds like she would be one of the main. It just sounds terrible. But no, the thing about Drive though, maybe that's why it holds up. Is like it was a one, and like it was lightning in a bottle. It was just lightning in a bottle. Like if they did a sequel to it, it might not be the same.
Yeah. Oh, Imran's right. He also directed Bronson. Did you ever see that with Tom Hardy?
Yeah, I love. No, that was a great fucking movie.
That was a good movie too. That was a great movie. And by the way, guys, just a quick check-in. Refresh, enhance. The mention of it, the people subscribing or from their wife's accounts or whatever. We are once again over 150.
Hey, all right, let's get it done.
004. So congrats, cheers, drink them if you got them.
Let's do the truffle shuffle, all of us. Come on, come on.
We are back before it's gone again. Oh,
do it.
Thanks again, man. My friends.
All right.
Fucking hell yeah, man.
We need that. We need that legitimization. We need to see it.
Oh, my camera just took a dump. What the fuck just happened?
Oh, you're lying. You moved at super speed, dude, for a second. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like you got like flash shit in your ass.
I'm in that Unfriended 3. Surprise,
dude, that was scary. Who's in here with us? By the way, Unfriended 2, Dark Web. I love that movie. Dark Web is underrated as fuck, dude.
That's a solid ass movie,
dude. I think we did that before, like a sequel that outperformed the original, and that's hard to usually pick. But Dark Web 2, Unfriended, was awesome. Way better than the first one. Way better.
Yeah, that was good. The first one, it wasn't that bad, but it was kind of stupid. That kid took a blender and stuck his face in it, and he died. Like, dude, someone fucking proved to me that you can kill yourself with a goddamn blender. First off, you can't get your fat fucking face into a goddamn blender, and much less
they had a
tiny
super skinny one.
Yeah, it would cut your nose off tops. But this kid kills himself by shoving his face in a blender. That's just weak sauce.
Just a tip. Just
a little bit. Adrian said, better recent trilogy, Blumhouse's Halloween or Disney Star Wars 7, 8, and 9. I'm definitely going Blumhouse's Halloween on that motherfucker right there. For me. 7, 8, 9 is what? That was Force Awakens,
Last
Jedi, and Return.
The last shit. No, The Force Awakens, Last Jedi,
Sex Me Nimble, Sex Me Quick.
Skywalker Rising. What the fuck?
Luke's boner.
I would say, I mean, based on what I just said there, obviously Disney Star Wars Episode 7, 8, 9 are the superior 3. Are you fucking serious? No.
Skywalker. That's what
Blumhouse. Here's the thing about Blumhouse's Halloween. There's no doubt Halloween 2018 is one of the best Halloween movies ever made. It was a fucking amazing movie, and the mask looked incredible. Halloween Kills, I enjoyed it. And I don't feel like there was a lot as much divisiveness as the last one, which was Halloween Ends. So if you're going to get 2 out of 3 that avoided that fan clash, then it's good. I mean, Star Wars fucked up at the beginning when you literally copy and pasted, you plagiarizing fuck from A New Hope, and you made that The Force Awakens. And then in 7, Rian Johnson said, hey, you like Star Wars? Guess what I like more? Taking a dump on your face. And he did it. He took a dump on your face. If you were a Star Wars fan, especially if you're a Luke Skywalker fan, he's like, I'm going to shove that lightsaber so far down your throat, your anus is going to taste fumes for 3 days. And then the last movie was just like damage control. The last movie was literally J.J. Abrams like, I got to figure something out because he fucked me so bad. I walked away for 5 minutes and I got to do something. So, yeah, it's Blumhouse's Halloween. 100%. Yeah,
no, dude, it's weird. Like, and you know this about me. I've never been a Star Wars dude. Like I like past tense Star Wars. Like I got excited about when they come out with a new movie. I got excited about going to see it. I like the original trilogy. Okay. And then like when they come up with a new movie, I was excited to go see it. I remember The Force Awakens came out, very excited about it. You and I went to see it. We talked about it afterwards. We had a great time. It felt like something that you could really sink your teeth into and have fun with. And then I took my dad to see that one, and seeing a Star Wars movie with him in the theater was cool. And then Return of the Rise of
Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker was the third one.
The second one, Return of the
Last of the Jedi.
Last of the Jedi.
Last Jedi or whatever.
The green milk. Yeah. The second one that J.J. Abrams did, but didn't do. Rian Johnson did it.
No More Money is what they should have called it.
That was the one that killed it for me. I remember taking the whole family to see that, going to the theater, paying to go, big event, opening night, really excited. I love The Force Awakens. It wasn't anything grandiose, but it was fine, you know? And then sitting there and going, I think I'm out. Like just watching that being like, I like it. It's good. It's well made. And then the second view and be like, what the fuck? But like being like, I think I've checked out. I don't know if I'm going to go see the next one. And then that one came out and I was like, I'll catch it on DVD. Like when you're looking at, even as me as like a casual fan is looking at a Star Wars movie and going, I'll catch it on DVD. You know, something's fucking wrong. Star Wars.
Well, I mean, no, but you know, something's wrong when like hardcore fans were saying, I'll catch it on DVD.
Even worse.
Because casual fans are like, yeah, whatever. It's a Star Wars movie. I'll go have fun. But
as a cinema fan, like I'm always like, I'm going to be there.
Well, the thing about the Last of the Jedi was Rian Johnson was a punk bitch that never should have been allowed to write that movie. He was trying to be all edge lord, and I'm going to do something, and then trying to come out in defense. I'm a big Luke Skywalker fan, as he probably said, throwing darts at fucking Luke Skywalker's face. He hated Luke Skywalker. Why in the fuck? Dude, you know what? I could go on a rant for 5 days about how bad Rian Johnson is, not only as a director, but as a Star Wars aficionado or his claims to be one. He fucked that movie so bad that they had to bring back J.J. Abrams just to save whatever they could. He introduced Rose, terrible, unfucking likable character nobody cared about. He took the plot nowhere. He made Luke Skywalker a shithole, a fucking
Hamill even
drunkard,
hated
basically
that
on
movie.
blue milk tits. Yeah,
Mark
it was.
Hamill
He
hated
was
that.
like, he was the furthest thing from a Star Wars fan. He wanted to be up there and be like, I'm gonna do what I. He was the Paul Feig of Ghostbusters 2016. That's what he was. Rian Johnson was the worst mistake Star Wars ever did in their life. Point blank. Period. That's a terrible fucking movie.
It was a movie that I liked the first time. I think we both liked it the first time we watched it. I think we gave it like an 8.
I don't know what I gave it. I don't know. I have to go back and look. I think I was drunk.
I want to say that's what it was. Yeah, but like it was one of those things. It was like it was just weird. Like, and then you go back and you watch it the second time, and like, I think you're programmed to fucking love whatever Star Wars throws at you. Since maybe not because you had the but like you take it in the second time and you're like, wait, that is fucking weird. That's not just me. So in my head, I was like, well, I'm not a huge Star Wars person, so I guess him sucking a titty with green milk in it, it's probably pretty cool for like huge Star Wars fans. So I'm like, I'm going to overlook that. I think that was my thing when I watched it. I'm going, well, I'm not a Star Wars person. I'm sure that resonates with them, and just like trying to find like, and then walking on going, oh, it's pretty good. But then also having the secondary feeling of like, I think I'm done. Like, I don't think I care anymore. You know,
I think even drunk when I was watching that, if I remember watching that whole scene where Luke just didn't give a shit, and he was like a goddamn hippie that ran a dispensary somewhere in Tulsa, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, he had more in common with Bodhi from the Tulsa King that we're watching right now with Sylvester Stallone than a fucking Jedi Master. Like, he's like, the time for the Jedi is not, and and it's so bad and it's so embarrassing that Mark Hamill himself in multiple interviews had said, that's not my Luke Skywalker, and then tried to backtrack what he said. You knew it was bad when the fucking guy that was like the main guy in the Star Wars universe, one of them anyway, that was like, that's not my Luke Skywalker, but the studio can do what the studio do.
Well, I think that Marvel fans are going through that right now. Like, I really do. Like, I think that Marvel fans are going through a lot of what I was going through watching that Star Wars movie, being like, this is supposed to be great. It's epic. It's whatever. It's a huge cinema. Like, we're all supposed to get excited about it. I'm really excited. And like seeing it with rose-colored glasses on. I think a lot of Marvel fans are going through that. When you watch like the Eternals and you watch Shang-Chi and you watch the stuff that they're putting out now. I think a lot of them are watching it going, yeah, this is great.
We called this a long time ago. We called it superhero fatigue, but this is just MCU fatigue. Like, when it's the same formula and it's the same shit that's pumped out of the cookie cutter factory, it's the same thing. I don't give a fuck about phase 3? I don't care. I mean, I haven't seen X-Men. I haven't seen Fantastic Four. I mean, I know there's been, what's his name that was in Doctor Strange, Krasinski. But I mean, but where's Fantastic Four? But where's Fantastic Four? Where's the build up to Galactus? Where's the build up to another supervillain? I feel like this phase is lost. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. But this is the time for me anyway. And I will give my bias here. DC fucking should strike. Strike now. Strike hard. Make
now.
It.
strike like you mean.
Strike and sweep the leg.
Well, I'm sure you and I will disagree on this point a little bit, but like, I agree with you, but also what DC's doing with some shit. Like, I honestly, I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. I don't really give a fuck about the new Shazam movie. I watched the trailer for that and thought, no, Shazam 2.
I didn't know they had a trailer.
Yeah. Trailer came out. It was like, dude, it was like Black Adam for me. Like, Black Adam, the trailer looked cool, but then I saw more and more about it, and then it's like, this looks like DC doing Marvel. To me, and I haven't watched the movie, so it's not really fair. But like, to me, that Black Adam looks like DC doing Marvel, and like, let's stretch out the universe and bring in these new characters.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you. Like, I would agree with you, except the fact that the consequences matter in Black. I mean, and it's not like people die.
Yeah, I got
because they're not controlled by Disney, so they can be violent. They can do shit that's like, oh, Disney would never do that. So DC has got, like, they've got the chips, in their bag. They can say, hey, I got some fucking Doritos. Those motherfuckers got like day old Pringles. What y'all want? They can do that. And also DC has got a lot more maneuverability because they can do the one-offs, right? They can do the Jokers. They can do a Batman one-off. They can do rated R shit, hard-hitting stuff that Marvel won't do. Marvel absolutely will not do. I'm actually surprised Deadpool 3 is even happening. And we'll have to wait and see whatever unfolds behind the scenes there. But Marvel won't do that. Like Blade, that's a fucking disaster. The Blade thing is a disaster.
They're treating Blade. Blade might as well be the Crow reboot at this point because the new director, new this, new that. I don't think they want to do it. They don't want to fucking do it. They're pushing it back because they don't want to fucking do it.
And then you got Ghost Rider that's sitting on the sidelines. Nobody wants to fuck with that.
And nobody wants back Daredevil, but that's not that. There's
Charlie Cox, which is fine. Yeah, it's like
no fucking way that show is as good as it
but
was
he had to show up. He came back in Spider-Man, and then you put him as a secondary character in She-Hulk. Who like Netflix had it right, man. When they did the Daredevil show, it was fucking awesome, dude. Charlie Cox knocked it out of the park. Netflix had the right tone for that character. It was awesome. Punisher,
that was a fucking martial arts
John
show.
Bernthal, same thing. Who knows what's going to happen with Punisher? I guarantee you, most of these hardcore R type of characters are going to be sidelined or at least dummied down for the Mickey Mouse ears. You're not going to get a true definitive character that you should get. Wolverine, guarantee you'll never see Logan like what you saw with Logan. You'll never see that again.
Not with the new one. They may with Deadpool 3. And by the way, that is the one thing.
If they do it right,
fucking jacked about it. But I don't really trust them. I think that they're
I don't either.
We're gonna make it rated R. But within 5 minutes of fucking Deadpool, it's like two hobos fucking in a shoe filled with piss. There was talk about
there's no way.
They have to. No fucking chance, dude. No chance. It's that.
Not with Disney's title on it. No way. But dude, at least DC's got real felons that are playing their characters. Like Ezra Miller's a fucking felon.
They're hardcore. You're not hardcore unless you.
I was like, you know how fucking it's like that shit's jacked, dude. You got Ezra Miller as a criminal, and you got Amber Heard's a fucking husband beater or whatever. These are fucking criminals, and they're playing characters. Like that shit's dark.
It's sad though. Like I bet the Flash feels like a fucking wannabe Marvel movie. I bet it does.
I don't know.
So much of what DC's doing feels like wannabe fucking Marvel, and it makes me sick.
I feel like DC can get the right trajectory. Like, you know what I do? I feel like The Rock is like that big motherfucker that gets to prison and he slaps down all the guys that thought they were in charge. And he'd be like, "No, you're gonna bring me your biscuits at lunch."
Sure, sure.
And then I'm gonna put my dick in your mouth if I feel like I need sexual relief.
Sure, when it comes to Cavill and stuff like that, but The Rock's never going to be, dude. The Rock wants.
He's got a lot of influence, dude. I think that they would listen to him over
That's fine, but The Rock's
I'm not saying he single-handedly did it, but he put a lot of pressure on DC and Warner Brothers to bring back Henry Cavill.
Right. No, I'm saying for stuff like that, sure. But The Rock is not a guy. Name one fucking really fucking great movie that The Rock's been in. Above an 8.5. I like Walking Tall. I like that movie. I like Pain and Gain. Okay.
I don't know. I think he's been in. I think that maybe not 8.5, but I always think that he flirts around with a 7 to an 8.
But it's always super popcorn, very, very, we're not going to make anybody angry, type of, he fits in the Marvel universe more than he does the actual new DC.
I don't know, man. You got to watch Black Adam, dude. He fucking destroys that. He destroys it.
Everything I read about it, I can't say anything because I haven't seen it, but everything I read about it was this is typical superhero bullshit. That's just what
he comes across as there are some moments that are obviously really cheesy and janky or whatever with how he does the lines or whatever. But I feel like The Rock does a great job being the anti Henry Cavill Superman. That doesn't make sense until you see it. He's you're not supposed to, Superman is I don't want to kill. He struggled killing General Zod, and he was raised that way. He's I don't give a fuck. They're in my way. And I want to protect my people. I want to protect my country. I don't give a fuck if you come into my country and you fuck with me, I'll kill you. And he's got this superhero. Dude, I'm telling you, it's a great. I think he's I think he's a great boon for DC.
Where did you go, my lovely? Oh. Where did you go? I want to know. I could do the whole song. I don't know what just happened to Jay here. I think he had an internet fart. There he is.
So Marvel because they just shut my internet down. Well, I love Marvel. Marvel has continuously put out great film after great film. They obviously show that at the box office. I mean, guys, billions of dollars are going into the pockets of the mouse because the mouse deserves it, because they're putting out original content. Okay, it's not like they're copy pasting anything. Shut up. No, all I was saying was like, I think ultimately what I wish had happened with DC is that somebody had fired somebody, and then they had just hired Zack Snyder back and be like, all right, man, do your thing. Just do your thing. Like, if they had just said, hey, man, Zach, we made a mistake. We got rid of everybody. We fired that shit like Musk. Can you come back in here and fucking just do your thing? We cleared out everybody. You come back in here. You have control of the DCEU. Go back off your fucking last thing that you did with the extended version of the Justice League, and let's have that. Let's have the nightmare sequence.
I'll raise you a rock, and I'll give you a. I'll raise you a rock, and I'll give you a James Gunn. Like, I don't think The Rock's going to do anything legendary. I think he's a very fucking let's make a blockbuster straight up.
James Gunn's fine too. I'll take James Gunn.
But James Gunn he is the Snyder of DCEU now, right? Like, so he's running this.
He's a little jokey. He's a little bit more jokey though.
Right, but he's got nutsack.
Nutsack. That's what I think of your nutsack. Yeah, he does have that.
Or the dude from Major League is like marbles, big marbles. Like he will do shit. Yeah. So like, I think him being in charge is a great thing. Because he was perfect, dude, because he can take something like Guardians of the Galaxy that nobody knows about and turn it into a huge hit with comedy and shit like that. But also, he did Brightburn, he did some other shit. He can be edgy. I think James Gunn is fine. But there were the stylization of Zack Snyder, and he'd already set it up to be so different from Marvel. And then you fucking get rid of him. Like, it's beyond stupid. Yeah. It's beyond stupid. Like, I mean, this guy was going to be the anti Kevin Feige. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with Kevin Feige. He's been great for MCU, but that's like MCU, right? So Zack Snyder was like the opposite. Like, and that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen, going to the theater and having a choice. Like, what do you want to go see? WCW Monday Nitro or fucking Raw? What the fuck you want? You want Stone Cold Steve Austin or you want fucking Harlem Heat? What you feel like tonight? I like that, man. You know that bread. You know the rivalry. That's Stevie Ray, man. Yeah. But no, but that rivalry breeds like the competitive between those two types of approaches breeds creativity. Like you get the best when there's two different entities that are competing against each other. That means that we win. Yeah. So instead of trying to just copy fucking Marvel.
Well, right? Dude, for me, it's like you fire Zack Snyder. That's like firing Todd McFarlane when Spawn got good in the comic books. Yeah, and he made the fucking thing. And you're like, yeah, Todd McFarlane's he's too much of an asshole. He bought a baseball worth $1 million.
They're so bad. Will you get the fuck off me, please?
Anyway, that was a rant that, I know that people are always going to, accuse us of being DC fanboys. And I guess we are DCEU fanboys, I guess. But the fact of the matter is, man, like you guys cannot look at anybody in the face and like have a straight face and say that the MCU is still original. Like they're still putting out original content. Like, I mean, that it's not exactly like the last movie, but it's just got different characters in it. Like, I'm just saying, like it feels like literally copy, cut, and paste to the next one. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Same thing, dude. Gary says they are trying something different. Texas Chainsaw is 3 versus 4, and you can't fight back. And Killer Clowns from Outer Space is 3 versus 6. I think I was talking about video games.
Yeah. We were talking earlier about Gun Media and Ilphonics. So the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game 3 versus 4. That's kind of cool because in most games like that, asymmetrical games, you're going to have the killer and then 4 other players or whatever. And they're going to be working against you to get out. And then your job is to hunt them down and set up traps and whatever. That's cool, I guess. I don't know how well. I mean, I guess it's going to go okay because the property, like I know a lot of people are really excited for Texas Chainsaw. So, and the Killer Clowns from outer space is 3 versus 6. So I'm assuming you mean 3 clowns versus like 6 dudes trying to get out.
Or vice versa. Yeah, I have not found a game yet that is this type of game. What do you call it when it's like you see the person
asymmetrical
and the multiplayer. It's got to be multiplayer and asymmetrical era. I've not found a game yet that's really like.
Well, you got Madden. You play Madden 1-on-1.
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying multiplayer in general. I'm talking about that specific type of game, like the Evil Dead, like the Friday 13th, like those games, or Dead by Daylight. That whole genre.
Those are hard to find.
And God, dude, I think with gun media.
Well, you have to play Spirits Unleashed, man. Play it with me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, those games just don't get me. Like, they don't immerse me enough. It just feels.
I'll show you the way. I'll show you how to be a buster.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
You can also be a ghost.
It doesn't do it for me. But that being said, I'm really excited about Texas Chainsaw. I want to try it out.
Well,
I was excited about Evil Dead. I played that the first night. It just didn't grab me, man.
The thing about it is it like it's usually balanced with those games. Like if the killer, if you're playing killer, feels like it's balanced and they're not just being bullied by a survivor squad, and also the survivor squad doesn't feel like the killer is overpowered where they can't even fucking play the game.
It just feels too repetitive.
Like, well, I'll tell you what, I played Halo online like let me see, like 4 days ago I played Halo because I've been playing the campaign, the new Halo, by the way, Halo Infinite, because Mike and I got our bones on Halo 3, but then we started playing Halo, what was it? Reach. We played Reach for like a motherfucker. You know, we got really good at that game. I played Halo Infinite. I went even 14 deaths, 14 kills. Because those motherfuckers knew that goddamn map though. But it was fun. I still liked it. But then I was like, as soon as it was over, I was like, I got to go back to the campaign and keep practicing because I'm not going into that fucking shithole right now because it gets embarrassing.
It's just not the same, man. I don't know what it is about it, but I am looking forward to both those games. I will try both those games out for sure. Mike White, motherfucker, says I'm so high, nothing can hurt.
Mike, I think you said that while you took your profile pic. That's what you would say to a police officer if he showed up at your house. I'm so high, nothing can hurt me. And you would hold up a bush light with a cigarette sticking out of your mouth. I love it.
Mike and I have been betting on football games together. So like, it's a road to pain. It's like, I'm on a road to Pound Town and I'm the one getting pounded over and over again. So you just get used to fucking losing and just sucking. But enough alcohol, enough weed, enough good times at Ridgemont High, and you can get through anything. Like Mike says. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Like you came in here and dropped $1 and said, I'm gone. I'm a ghost and I'm lightning. I don't need to stick around. By the way, Tuesday we're going to be having some huge lightning thunderstorms coming in our way.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't fuck up our commentary.
Oh yeah. I hope not. Well, yeah, I don't know when it's supposed to actually hit, but yeah, apparently, dude, it's fuck. Imagine, like, I read this whole thing. It's coming from the
Pacific Northeastern?
No, I don't know what you're saying.
The dimensions from
the bottom part of our it's a South Pacific. It's a South Pacific storm front that's coming in, but it's apparently it's gonna, like, listen to this, cause nocturnal tornadoes. Fucking scary, dude.
Shit. Nope, nighttime tornadoes.
They were like it's gonna, like, Memphis is affected by this, so they're under a severe watch. But like you imagine that, dude. Like, that's the scariest fucking thing. That's scarier than goddamn Freddy Krueger with a claw up your butthole.
No, dude.
You imagine this, dude. You're sleeping, nothing's wrong. You go to bed, and then a nocturnal tornado knocks on your door and says, "Guess what? I'm gonna fucking end your life."
This is too fortuitous.
Like,
stop
what?
Talking. I don't like this at all.
Dude, that's scary, man. Like, I saw Night of the Twisters with Devon Sawa. It's a great fucking movie, by the way. If you guys haven't seen that,
that is a fucking.
There were nocturnal tornadoes then.
Jay, listen. Do you want Wolverine side or pewter side? Wolverine side or pewter side?
I'll take pewter.
Okay, this is just fair, just so you know. I'm gonna tell the truth.
I mean, that's fine.
All right.
What
side did you take?
It's pewter.
You motherfucker!
I knew it.
You win again.
Don't ever gamble against me. I'm like Doc.
It must be your night.
A daisy if you do.
Cunt.
All right.
Enjoy it. Thanks, Lightning Rose. Congrats on 150K. Who's winning the Steelers game right now? Let's see if I really am a winner or a loser. I think I took the Steelers plus 2.5. I don't know. What's going on? What's going on in there? What did you take, Mike? Steelers are up 6-10. Hey, we're all fucking winners here. Let's go. I love it. Woo. Hey. Michael Parton says even Namor isn't getting a movie. Like, so they introduced Namor in Black Panther. Was that the one? Like, dude, I've been so, and I feel shameful about it. This is just my honest to God journey. Okay. Like, superhero movies came out. I was a fucking kid in the candy store, Iron Man, all that shit, everything. Fucking huge fan of the X-Men movies, all that shit. Just ate it up. Spider-Man, whatever the fuck. There, day one, talking about it, leading up to it, fucking pumped in the theater, opening night, Dark Knight, all that shit. It was a great fucking time to be alive. And I appreciate it. Because if you grow up in the time that me and Jay grew up and so many of you guys grew up in, we didn't get those. We got shitty fucking superhero movies, right? We lived through Batman and goddamn Robin, you guys. Do you know what it's like being a kid with no fucking internet because it hadn't been invented yet, and like reading like magazines about how badass Batman and Robin is, and buying fucking cups from goddamn McDonald's, living through that time, and then there's no fucking assholes on the internet saying, hey, this movie fucking sucks, watch out. You go see that movie thinking it's going to be the greatest fucking time of your life, and you walk out disappointed. That's something we lived through. So fast forward to today, and they're like, here's a floppy fucking potato on a stick. Like it or you're a piece of shit and you don't support our brand. Also, watch this 12-episode series on Disney Plus, because if you don't, then you won't know what's going on. Like, I just feel like we've lost the fucking plot, you know? But for me to be me and be tired of it, someone who takes his kids to comic book stores all the time, who loves that fucking whole thing, to be tired of it the way I am, I think that says something. If I'm fucking tired of it, I cannot be alone. I think a lot of people are tired of this shit. We need to do something different and new. What the fuck was I talking about just now, by the way? Oh, yeah, the Namor thing. That being said, didn't see Black Panther, didn't see Black Adam, did not see the fucking one before that. I haven't seen a superhero movie since probably Doctor Strange, too. And that's just because it was directed by Sam Raimi, who I love. Then I enjoyed that, but maybe the Batman maybe came out afterwards. But yeah, it's just like, dude, we're squeezing the tit too much, Daniel. Colton, thanks, buddy, says, what villain do y'all want to see in the Batman 2? I'd love to see serious Mr. Freeze. I would fucking agree with you on that. Court of Owls would be cool. Mr. Freeze would be cool. The Batman rogue gallery of fucking villains that have been untouched in cinema is insanity tits. But we'll probably just get another goddamn Penguin or fucking Joker. But still yet, you're right, dude. I would love to see a serious Mr. Freeze. Isn't it weird that they had fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger play Mr. Freeze? Wouldn't you think that would be fucking amazing? Holy shit. That movie was cast well for the most part. They could have done great things. Gary, I don't like how Daredevil is more joking around now and they had CGI acrobatics instead of having stuntman do real acrobatics. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Fucking, you nailed it. You goddamn nailed it with Charlie Cox in the Netflix show. What are we doing? What are we fucking doing? That was the perfect one. Just keep doing that. Keep doing that shit. Let's go fucking 12 seasons. Why are we fucking switching it up now and making it Disney Plus and all this other goddamn garbage juice shit? Christmas in July on Texas's fucking fart knock beans. Mike White says, can you smell what the Rock is cooking? I do a terrible people's eyebrow, but I love you, Mike. Those were good times. What do you think about it? It doesn't matter what you think. That's honestly what they should do with Rotten Tomatoes. It should be everyone's blurb on Black Adam. I thought the pontification between it doesn't matter what you think. It's just the Rock pops up in a little like text bubble underneath their review. That would be awesome. Desi J, oh my God, it's good to see you. Thank you so much. Says, congrats on 150K. You both bring so much joy. And look, not nearly as much joy as you guys bring us. You know, it is a fucking honor to do this. We talk about movies for a fucking living. It's the coolest fucking life in the world. And you guys are fucking the best, man. It's awesome to be able to do this. It's awesome to be able to talk about movies to ad nauseum and just bullshit, just like any of you guys do with your friends, but be able to do it. And we have all you guys, 300 people in here right now to fucking do it with. I promise you, all I can say is I promise you every morning I wake up and I fucking pinch myself. Cannot wait to get to work, building this, doing this, talking to you guys, all of it. Fucking luckiest dude in the world. Work really hard for it, you know, but dude, this is the best life ever. So thank you guys for that. 150. We've joked around all night and been like, oh yeah, we fucking suck or whatever, but like, it is fucking amazing. And I don't care if it takes us 10 fucking years to get to 200. It's not about the numbers. It's about this and hanging out with you guys. It's fucking awesome. So we're just honored. So thank you guys so fucking much for being here and hanging out with us tonight. And this is just the number. It's a fucking milestone. It's a whatever, but it's just fucking cool, man. It's awesome. It's awesome that we still are growing. Like at some point it's going to start to go down, right? Like it's going up, but at some point it's going to go fucking down, and it still hasn't yet. And I have no fucking idea why, but I have a feeling it has to do with you guys, the people in here every night. Michael Parton's, the fucking Eggshins, fucking Ken, Vanessa, like Mike White, fucking Stephanie, just all you guys. Like, you guys are the ones that keep this shit alive, keep it going. The new people come, the people who've been around for forever stay. It's just fucking cool. It's awesome. So I don't know. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so fucking much for it. It's an arbitrary fucking number, 150K. It's an excuse to do a live stream, drink some beers, and talk movies, but we're just lucky, man. We're so fucking lucky. Thank you guys. And so what happened was I was inside of her, but I wasn't all the way in. And she was like, "Is that it?" And I was like, "I'm not done. Give me a second. All right, just give me a second. I'm gonna finish." And then I came.
And then her whole period came on top of you.
Oh man,
bloodbath.
Did you have a Svetlana, or what is it? What is he says in like, "I'm gonna stab you. You're an ugly bitch. I'm gonna stab you to death and play in your blood."
Yeah,
Icelandia.
You're an ugly fucking bitch. And I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna play around in your blood.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay, let's get back in there. Okay. Hi, guys. Oh, Texas tootin' coming in, hollering from the valley. Texas tootin' says, "Whoo, yeah, 150 y'all. I've been with you guys since 15K subs. Goddamn. Always love you guys. You are two of my closest friends, and you guys deserve the world." Now, I'm going to tell you something, Tech Student. I like what you're saying, and I like the vibe you're giving off, and I like the cut of your jib. I think you are a fine specimen of a man, Tech Student. And it don't matter if you drink Busch Light, Miller Light, Bud Light, or Fuck Light. I don't give a shit what you drink. You are okay in my book, Tech. Hey, man, thank you so much, Tech Student. That's really nice of you, and don't deserve it at all, and thank you so much. Thank you so much. Tomo Gato says, "Just us now, Jay." Yes, it's just us. We can talk about whatever, okay? We're all okay. Crease Fold says, "Rock, paper, scissors, win or gets fat back virginity." Oh, that's a difficult one. That sounds like a Saw trap. Imran Jabbar says, "Jay, thoughts on Rambo 4? I liked it. I liked Rambo 4. I feel like they brought the character back to more of a realistic state. With John Jay Rambo, I think it was pretty good. I didn't mind Rambo 4 at all. I thought Rambo 4 was pretty good. Yeah, I liked it. Rambo 5, I know there's some haters on there, but I liked it too. But Rambo 4 was really good. I did like Rambo 4. JT Custom says, "Hey Jay, have you seen Black Panther Wakanda Forever?" I have not seen it yet. I have not. I will watch it at some point. I don't know when. Hope it's good, but the thing with Chadwick Boseman and you're gonna I don't know, like they're replacing. I think that you could have just like Black Panther is such a massive character in Marvel. And look, I mean, all respect to Chadwick, and he was an awesome. I'm acting like I fucking like went to church with him. Chadwick Boseman. I'm not gonna just call him by his first name. He was an awesome Black Panther, but. I mean, you could maybe like set it up to recast him, like have a new, Chala, but that's me. I don't know. Lee Bauer says, "Hey Jay, you heard about Jason David Frank?" Yeah, that sucked, man. Jason David Frank, that was terrible. It was awful. Yeah, it was really unfortunate, really sad. It was really sad. I feel like he did some questionable things in his life, but I didn't know him. But I know that he treated his fans really well, and so it was a terrible loss. It was a terrible loss. Good guy. It seemed he as far as with his fans and stuff, for sure. Michael Parton says Namor won't even get a movie, and he's an important Avenger from back in the day. Yeah, well, I mean, I hope he does. I think Namor would be excellent. I think that if you had a Namor movie, I would do a Namor movie. And again, I don't know how many of you guys liked Black Adam, or if you've even seen it with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I feel like it was really good. I think that if they do that approach, because Namor is pretty much what Black Adam, his character is. I mean, he's very protective of his own people. He doesn't really give a shit about the outside world. He doesn't want to make friends or whatever. He's just like, he's like, this is my spot. Don't fuck with it. You know, very much prison like. It's like, this is my shower spot. Don't you ever come across that line. You know, I'm taking you know what I mean? Like, this is my biscuits. I feel like Namor is a really interesting character. Namor is a great character, actually. And then the relationship between him and the Fantastic Four, especially with Susan Storm, I feel like there's a lot of 90210 drama that you can get into there. I don't know. Hold on a second. What the fuck? Why is it moving so fast? Why I do that for? Hold on a second. I want to talk to Colton real quick. Colton Candler says, Jay, what villain do you want in the Batman 2? Serious Mr. Freeze? Absolutely. Like, I feel like, listen, there's so many great villains that Batman has, like 100%. There's so many awesome villains that they can choose from. Mr. Freeze, Victor Freeze, as you please, is one of the best villains that they have. I mean, he's a tragic villain, right? I mean, he's a villain based on circumstance rather than choice. And I feel like you can do so many great things with that character. They kind of touched on it with Arnold's portrayal a little bit, but not really to the point of, yeah, it was God damn, Chuck E. Cheese shit. I feel like the best, the animated series did a really good job with Mr. Freeze, but I feel like they did a really good job also in Batman Arkham Origins, with Victor Freeze, and to show him as, like, yes, he comes across as a very callous, murderous type of person, but he's only doing it because, you know, he loves his wife and he doesn't know what to do without her. I feel like there's such a great dramatic approach with that character that it would be a really interesting character to see on screen in a live action film if they take him seriously. So I would love to see Mr. Freeze. Tomo Ogata says, and Mr. Freeze used to be just a guy with a freeze gun. I know. Isn't it crazy how things evolve? Im says, I'm worried about Holly Roxy before this says Batman definitely has the best rogues gallery. Now listen, they might be fighting words because there's a lot of Spider-Man fans out there. Spider-Man's got a great rogues gallery as well, but yes, I personally, I think that Batman's got the best rogues gallery, but Spider-Man's up there. But yeah, I would give you the edge on Batman. M says, I'm worried about Evil Dead Rise, only horror franchise that hasn't had a bad film / series. Will the streak continue? Why you guys say things like that and put doubts in my face? Yeah, I think so. I think the streak will continue because I think Sam Raimi loves that franchise as much as Bruce Campbell as well. So as long as you have those guys somewhere doing producing or executive producing, I don't think they're ever gonna like fuck that up. I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be okay. And you know, it's weird for me and Mike as well. Mike said this before, that Evil Dead the remake. It took me a little bit of time to appreciate what they did, and they really did an incredible job. I love that movie actually now. Evil Dead the remake. I think it's really well done. It's got its own style and its own flavor. Yeah, of course I want Ash. I mean, who doesn't want some Ash in their mouth? But Bruce Campbell wasn't in it, and they did a great job with what they had. So yeah, I don't think they're going to fuck up Evil Dead Rises. I think they're going to do, or was it Evil Dead Rises? Is that what you said?
Rise. Evil Dead Rise.
Evil Dead Rise. That's what I said. Yeah, I just went plural with it. But yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah, I don't think it's going to. I don't think they're going to fuck that franchise up.
I'm so fucking pumped for that movie. I think it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be cool too, because like it's tied to a franchise that we all know and love, and it involves Raimi and it involves Bruce Campbell, but they're not in it, so it's also gonna be.
That's what I mean.
Original.
As long as those guys are a part of it in some way, like executive producer or producing, I don't think it's gonna fuck up, because both those guys care a lot about that franchise and the fans.
Yeah. Did you do Texas Tootin', by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go on. Thank you, Tex Tootin'.
Yeah, Tex Tootin', he's a man's man. Listen, he's that motherfucker that'll take you to Cracker Barrel, and if you ain't brought the money, he'll be like, well, listen, I'm gonna pay you this one time. I'm gonna pay your tab this one time. But if you ever show up again without the money to support this fucking Bush Light, goddamn eggs over easy meal, You ever show up without that kind of money, I'm gonna bend you over that fucking checkers table and fuck you silly.
Right in front of Cracker Barrel, too.
In front of your mama, too. I don't give a shit.
Text also says, another one. Seriously, I'm so happy for you guys hitting this milestone. It's been nothing but good times and laughs. Love y'all. Let's take this thing to a fucking million.
Let's do it, Texas.
Let's do it. Fucking yeah. We're going to restart it. We're going to sexualize it. We're going to hype it up. We're going to put some fingers in some butts and get them going.
If your whole name was Texas Tootin', I'd be Forrest Gump. And we were in Vietnam War. I'd be like, and then there was Tex. And I don't remember where Tex was from.
He was tooting, though.
He was tooting. He always farted, gave away our position to the Viet Cong.
He's from Texas and he toots. That's all I know. Thanks, man. Adrian Ybarra, thank you. Says, just an idea. Christian Bale returns for American Psycho 2. Ooh, the plot possibilities: being a powerful billionaire, husband, father, retired, etc. Dude, you know, the natural response to that is, oh God, no, don't do it. But Christian Bale is such a fucking powerhouse of an actor. He could pull it off just the same.
I like the idea. I mean, obviously, who wouldn't want more of Patrick Bateman? But at the same time, that movie ended on such an amazing note. I don't even want to fuck with it. I really don't. They did American Psycho 2 with fucking Jackie from that 70s show, and that movie was dog shit. Okay, that was like dog shit with peanuts in it.
0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's terrible. Did you ever watch that? Did you ever watch it?
It just popped up in my feed, and it was like, you know how like on those smart TVs they have the Rotten Tomato score. It was 0%. I was like, God damn.
And when I was done watching that, I had 0 points IQ. It was fucking bad. Listen. I think that movie, like for me, American Psycho with Patrick Bateman, Christian Bale playing that iconic part. That movie is perfect. For me, it's like Back to the Future. You don't need to fuck with it. You don't need to redo it. There really doesn't need to be anything that needs to be added to it. And the way that it ended, the fact that it was all in his head, that's perfect.
I was gonna say, Holly Roxy's right. The ambiguity of the first one would be ruined if they did do that for sure. So yeah, but let's see what Paul Allen thinks. But yeah, I would love to see it. I would want to see it. I would watch the shit.
Oh my God! Look at the raised lettering.
An awesome wave of relief washed over me when I saw that his apartment wasn't as big as mine.
I have to return some videotapes.
But dude, yeah, that movie is like, dude, that is a movie that I probably watch twice a year. Like, I mean,
that's a great movie, man.
That is just a perfect fucking movie, dude.
It's not all time. Like, it looks great, it looks fantastic, and it's shot well. But the story, no matter how many times you've seen it, it just draws you in because Christian Bale is so like captivating as Patrick Bateman. You can't just not watch him. Yeah, he's like that perfect.
Hey, Paul. Yeah, like dude, that is maybe one of the most quotable movies of all time. I mean, from beginning to end, there's like a billion fucking quotes in there.
There's great, yeah, it's great.
God, I love that fucking movie, man. It's like sex. So Action says, let's get an 8:30 res at Dorsia. Dorsia.
I loved it when he was like, anywhere you want to go. And she's like, Dorsia? I'd be like, fucking bitch. He's like, they know me. It's fine.
Nobody goes there anymore. But yeah, man, like, dude, I don't know. Like, I think, you know what's crazy though? Like, we've been talking a lot about like superhero movies and like how popular they are and like how it's like kind of getting tiresome. But it's weird, dude. There's only two genres right now that are in theaters that are killing it. And it's superhero movies and then it's horror movies. Like, horror movies are the only fucking thing that comes out in theaters and actually fucking makes money. Like, what else? What else? There's almost nothing. It's the superhero movies and horror movies. So it's good for us. Like, it's awesome for fucking horror. But I wonder if, like, do you think there's a time when horror starts to get tiresome too? Do you think
depending on how oversaturated the market gets? And I think that's what's happening with the comic book movies. I feel like the market's oversaturated. Yeah. I'm not saying that horror movies aren't doing, like, there's not, you can go to a theater and there's quite a few horror movies to pick from, but I feel like they're all, like, most of the time they're all original and their own thing. But I feel like Marvel is like doing the cookie cutter. Like, if you, like, again, I think JT Custom asked if I'd seen Black Panther Wakanda Forever. No, I haven't. It's not because of any lack of, but I have. I'll see it eventually. I promise I'll watch it, but I don't really have any desire to see it because I feel like it's going to be the same movie as Spider-Man No Way Home, and then it's going to be the same as like Captain America Thor or what, like you have an idea when you see these trailers from the MCU. And again, I'm not hating on anybody that likes the MCU. If you like the MCU and you're like really involved in it, like that's awesome, man. Like more power to you. But I feel like if I see a trailer for a new upcoming, like the Eternals or whatever, I'm like, all right, they're using the same fucking formula that they've used for the last 8 years and just doing it. Press fucking rubber stamp, put it in the market. There we go. I don't know.
I agree. No, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, well, I was just saying, like, I mean, the only other for me that could have possibly overtaken is sci-fi. If any original sci-fi movies were coming out, like, you know, like awesome, like crazy ass sci-fi movies, but
unless it's James Cameron or Christopher Nolan. Like Christopher Nolan's good. Whatever he puts out.
Interstellar was fucking amazing, but
yeah, same thing with Cameron. And to answer my own question, no, I don't. I do not think that horror will have the same fatigue that superhero movies have because everyone's different, right? Like there are the franchises. There's the Michael and stuff like that, but like the horror movies are original, and I think that's what I think. Honestly, if I was in the movie business, it wouldn't be popular right now, but I would start working towards dramas and action movies and comedies in the same vein that horror's doing it. Like I think that the reason horror's doing so well is because whether people know it or not, because they're going to show up for a Friday night scare, but whether they know it or not, that is the place they're going to get original movies. Like I'm getting something new and different and exciting. But the question is, I think the way we're built as a society with Netflix and shit like that, there's people out there who will not watch something unless it's a huge hit on Netflix, unless everybody at work's talking about it, unless everybody on the internet and Twitter and whatever's talking about it, they won't take their time to see it because, like, what's the point? Nobody's talking about it online. But like, I think horror actually does that. Whereas when it's a super scary movie or it's super wild, like Barbarian or Smile or something like that, there's other people to share it with. But you put out this movie that's this Oscar thing or whatever, or drama or thriller or whatever, and if there's nobody to talk about it with afterwards, what's the point in going to see it? So I kind of understand where audiences are coming from. I think horror's safe, but I really do. I think the pendulum is going to fucking swing hard on superhero movies.
I think that,
I think it's going to happen.
Well, and I think that's kind of sad, dude, because I remember back in the day when I collected comic books and I was like, oh my God, how cool would it be to see these comic book characters come to life on the big screen. And I remember reading articles, and this was back in the late 90s when they were still like unsure about the Spider-Man movie and it was still under the James Cameron thing. I used to be subscribed to Wizard Magazine and Electronic Monthly. And the Electronic Monthly, I think they were like, they were talking about the Spider-Man movie that could possibly happen. And then people had asked or something about the like an Avengers movie or an X-Men movie. They're like, no, absolutely not. You'll never see that because it would be too much of an expensive undertaking for any studio to show all that. Like you're talking like $300 million. And then lo and behold, that all came true. But like I think it suffers from its own hubris, right? And I feel like that hubris is like people will come and watch my movie no matter what the fuck I do, as long as Marvel's in front of it, and I just throw like some flashy ass special effects and fuck the story.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's gonna take us what drama, thriller, action, comedy. What those genres need, they need a scream. They need something that comes out and it's so fucking outlandish and it's so fucking new and original and sharp that it gets everybody talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that will happen eventually. Eventually, a movie like Crash will come out and like, that'll happen. Comedy is going to be harder because everybody's so offended these days. Comedy.
Well, yeah, you can't do a comedy movie now. Well, even Jamie Foxx won't even fucking release his movie because everybody's offended.
Yeah. That will happen though. There will be a movie that comes out, dude. Eventually, a movie will come out and it will make its way to a theater and it will fucking blow up on word of mouth alone. And once that happens, the floodgates are going to fucking open. Yeah. I don't know what genre it's going to be. Like, it's not going to be thrillers because that's too close to horror. So that's kind of the same idea. It's not going to be action movies.
I feel like it might be. You know what? If it's done right, it might be sci-fi. It might be sci-fi. Who the fuck knows?
Sci-fi's definitely got the big, but sci-fi is so like specific base, like right.
It depends. I mean, it depends on how they do it, and it depends on the movie. But I will say this: Marvel really, dude. I'm telling you, and I always root for DC because I like to root for the underdog, and in this, DC is. But dude, Marvel's got some haymakers that they just will not like throw. Like they've got Blade, they've got Ghost Rider, they've got Johnny Blaze. Like, by the way, I know that Johnny Blaze and Ghost Rider are the same, but there's also the Johnny Blaze comic book where he was alone. They've got fucking what else? They got Wolverine. They've got dude, they've got like characters. They've got oh shit. I mean, I can't even think of them all. But they've got so many like edgier superheroes that dude, they could do a Carnage movie like they did with Joker, and it would be fucking insane.
But is it going to be too little too late? Like, are they going to wait?
No,
I think that's what Marvel's doing. They're like, oh, we can do whatever we want, right?
No,
we can
they want to watch what they want to watch what DC does, and when they fuck up or if they drop the ball, they'll be like, see, I'm glad we didn't do that.
Yeah, I think that's what that's the thing. Marvel has those bangers. They have X-Men on tap. They have Fantastic Four
Punisher.
On tap.
They got
all this. Yeah, they got it all on tap. But like, man, if they wait too long, if they keep doing the shit that they're doing right now and just throwing us out subpar shit and expecting people to eat it up, and some people still are, you know what I mean? Like I think it's like America at some point, right? Like America was like a powerhouse until it wasn't, you know. And I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about like back in the fucking day.
I know,
like way back in the day. Like that eventually is going to happen, and like comedy is definitely fucking dead for right now because I don't think comedy will be the thing because like
dude, I mean, you imagine watching you imagine if something like I'm even gonna go to like 2007, like Knocked Up came out today. Mm-hmm. There'd be so many fucking panties that were dropping of the amount of rage on Twitter. It'd be ridiculous. I mean, like, dude, it's a fucking or Old School or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
and like, there's so many like Here's the thing. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know that the comic book fatigue is definitely a real thing. And I think even Marvel knows it. Marvel's lucky that they're owned by the mouse. So they can maybe survive, you know, like a maelstrom. DC, I'm worried about. Because DC is owned by Warner Brothers, but Warner Brothers is also a company. And if they feel like their idea of an extended universe isn't doing what they wanted to do, they're not making the same amount of billions of dollars that MCU is making. These are the kind of cocksuckers that be like, well, we need to make money. We'll sell it to Marvel. Can you fucking imagine, dude? Can you imagine Disney owning DC and Marvel?
I wouldn't be fucking surprised if it happened.
Well, I mean, it'd be cool because you get to see DC versus Marvel, Superman versus fucking Hulk. Yeah. That's cool. But then it's like, then it's like over.
The same way that when Freddy vs. Jason happened, it's like, oh, this is gonna be really cool, but also it's the death of slashers for right now.
That's it,
right?
That would if they do that, it's the death. It's over.
Yeah,
it's over.
When they have to do that, and we'll go see it. But like, if the returns aren't there, then they're not gonna have the money to put into it. And I'm just tired of it. Like, there is a fucking big reason, dude. There's a big fucking reason why Top Gun was such a hit, because people went to the theater and they saw something that they weren't seeing in anything else. They saw something that was not CGI.
He made a great movie. He just made a great fucking movie. That's all he did. He made a great movie.
It wasn't CGI. It wasn't tied into a universe. It wasn't
no
all that
politics.
Shit.
Just a fucking thing.
Fucking lot of people saw a movie on the big screen that was like what we saw constantly in the 90s, right?
Dude,
they saw that for the first fucking time, and studios need to wake the fuck up and realize that's what people are gonna want soon.
I saw this guy, and I don't know who said it, but they were like, Tom Cruise may be the last true action star in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. Like the true action star. He made a fucking movie that was devoid of politics. It was devoid of anything that was going to make people butthurt on either side of the aisle. He just made a fucking great movie, right? It had a very simple fucking story. It had a very simple plot. But you know what? That simple plot was what people wanted, man. They're like, you know what? I went to the theater and I got to escape. I got to escape politics. I got to escape the bullshit that I see on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. I just got to have fun in the theater. Political.
Like if you like watching Top Gun, then you're a Republican.
No, I mean it was a movie. It was a movie about, dude. It was a very simple plot, right? The plot was fucking simple. It was the Maverick was the once hot shot guy of Top Gun. Now he's like alone, and he has to reconnect with the guy that he feels like responsible for their death. Dude, the reason why that movie was successful, and the reason why Tom Cruise is fucking genius, because he's like, I'm going to avoid dividing people by making a political statement in the middle of my fucking movie. And I'm just going to make a fucking movie that everybody can have popcorn and enjoy.
The same way that they say, like the human eye, whether you recognize it or not, your brain recognizes when you see CGI. When you're watching it, even if it looks real as fuck, something in your brain is alive and says, "Oh, I am watching CGI," like it's not real. The same thing happened with Top Gun. When you're watching that, something clicked on in people's brains and they were like, what I'm watching is real. Even though it's nothing crazy, we've seen this before.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen it in a while. So like when they're watching that, they go, this is something special. I'm taking something in that's fucking real here. And I think that that's the way that they're going to go with it all. And it's crazy, dude. Like, because horror can do that. Horror can do that and they can do it cheap. And they can do it with good writing and they can do it all. So that's why horror's surviving right now. But it's going to take these companies so long to fucking realize it that a lot of shit's gonna go by the wayside.
I hope Tom Cruise does a TED Talks. And he's just like, hey, Hollywood directors, Hollywood producers, if you want to make your film successful, keep the bullshit out of them and just make a fucking story that everybody wants to see. Because here's the end of the day.
Same guy who did The Mummy, though.
Yeah, he did he's done a couple of shitty movies. I mean, everybody gets skid marks in their underwear sometimes. But like you do a couple of skid marks in your underwear because you didn't wipe correct that day. But the point is, Tom Cruise is a verifiable, always on the money maker for Hollywood. But but look what he has to do. He's a Scientologist, and I don't agree with that shit. But he doesn't bring Scientology into his fucking movies.
He's the exception.
Interesting how that doesn't happen, right? He doesn't bring his beliefs into his movies.
But he has to literally put his life on the line every time he makes one of these movies.
I'm saying, like, I can believe in something, and if I'm going to make a movie, I want everybody to enjoy it. He's like, I want to make a fucking simple story so everybody can have fun and shovel popcorn into their fucking face and get diabetes later on because of too much butter, and then just have fun watching my goddamn movie.
Diverse brings up a good point too. John Wick is insane. That was something special.
That's another one.
Captivated people.
They get buried.
But then what they do though? They took John Wick and they did Atomic Blonde and they did Hardcore Henry and they tried to like exactly replicate that, but it wasn't original enough. So like I think that fell by the wayside. Yeah. So it's like, oh, John Wick's the only thing that's gonna work because it's Keanu or whatever. But also think about it this way, dude. Like it's so weird, dude. Like think about Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween. Mm-hmm. Jamie Lee Curtis comes out and does Halloween and everybody just loses their fucking minds, right? Oh my gosh, Jamie Lee Curtis in a Halloween movie. Like it's going to be so weird because look at fucking Arnold, Jean-Claude. Mm-hmm. Like if you trot out Jamie Lee Curtis and everybody loses their shit about it, why is it that Arnold Schwarzenegger is doing VOD movies? Shouldn't Arnold be in a fucking big giant movie where you trot him out and people freak out too? Like, why is that not happening?
Well, I think Arnold did. Maggie was great, and
but nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah, and he did that one with Sly. I don't remember what
the Escape Plan. That wasn't a great movie.
But that was because Sly was taking it too serious, and I think if he had gone with what Arnie was doing, it'd been a lot better of a movie. But
so The Last Stand with Arnold in it. It was Arnold movie. And Johnny Knoxville's in it. Fucking amazing movie. That movie should have blown the fuck up. And maybe if it came out today, The Last Stand would have been huge. But I'm still waiting on that. When is Arnold going to?
Well, I feel like
I'm not talking about another fucking Terminator sequel. But like,
no, I'm done with those. I don't want any more of those. I'm done.
Why don't we appreciate the Arnolds, the Pacinos, the people like that? How is it that Jamie Lee Curtis comes back to a franchise and it's a huge deal, but these amazing fucking actors, they come out and it's like, oh, that's straight to VOD. We're not putting that out in theaters.
Yeah.
If you put the money and the shit behind it, maybe it has a fucking chance.
Yeah, I feel like the pendulum. Crazy. You're right. The pendulum is swinging, but I feel like the pendulum is swinging. Where it's like, I just want to go see a fucking movie, man. I want to go see a fucking movie without having to worry about, am I going to get the talking points of Fox or CNN when I sit down in the fucking movie theater? Can I please just, abandon reality for a minute and just enjoy a show? Like, that's what Maverick did. That's what there's been other movies that didn't get the same but I'm glad that Maverick did, and it made the money that it did because it showed the world. It said, people don't want to hear about your fucking shit. You disagree with this, you disagree with that. Okay, take your shit, go whine about it somewhere else. This is a fucking movie. Let's all have a good time here. That's what it is.
I don't even think it's that. Like, I don't think like you have like even Top Gun. They made that out to be a whole thing. Like they were like, oh, Top Gun is super. What they say it was like military positive.
No, they were saying that they didn't say America was garbage.
Right. Like so it's just fucking weird, dude. It makes no sense to me that like, and Tom Cruise fucking sweats and bleeds. That guy is so hated for the Scientology, for the Katie thing, and like for all that stuff. Like he overcame that by hanging on the side of a goddamn plane and putting
He's
himself
great
at
guy.
risk
Yeah,
and
he's
making some of the
fucking
greatest
awesome.
action
He's
movies.
weird, but yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, like he overcame all that by doing that stuff. But like, why is it that like Stallone, for instance, in Tulsa King, such a fucking great role, an amazing role.
I love him.
Something that should be fucking revered. People should be talking about that shit like they talk about Game of Thrones. It's that fucking good, but nobody's fucking talking about it. Why? Because it's Stallone, and like it's just that's supposed to be something. Stallone, guys, he was a fucking Rocky. He's one of he's been
Rambo.
Yeah, like that guy is one of the greatest writers, directors, actors of our fucking time.
Amazing.
But everybody looks at him as, oh, you did Expendables. Like, it's crazy the way we look.
They look at him like a Rocky 3 character. Oh, because I couldn't read. Or Rocky 2, I couldn't read.
Like, but Jamie Lee Curtis fucking comes out and does like a Halloween movie. And everybody's like, oh my god, it's amazing. It's like, dude. She's not the only one. Like, why are we not revering Stallone and Schwarzenegger and these other guys doing this the way we are her? What
I don't know, man. Like, I guess it's about who you know and what you know and all that kind of bullshit. I don't know. I'm not going to get into it about what Jamie. Personally, I feel like Jamie Lee Curtis already had her swan song. I didn't even really care about her being in Halloween Ends. I don't even think that. Anyway, my point being is like, yeah, I agree with you. I feel like Sly is 75 fucking years old, man. He's built like a goddamn tank. He looks good. He's got a great message. He's got a great show that's on Paramount Plus right now. And that show should be getting the same type of revere that something like Yellowstone gets. And it's not going to. And it's really sad. But yeah, you're right. Jamie Lee Curtis, I don't know, because she's coming back for Halloween. And listen, I'm not trying to talk dog shit on Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm really not. But here's the reality. She's never going to be on the show. She's never going to talk to us, really. Probably never. But I will say this at the point. I feel like, listen, Jamie Lee Curtis cares about Halloween when Halloween suits her to care about it. That's my opinion. All right. Wrong. Look, you look at H2O. That was her last one. She comes back for Resurrection, a paycheck, man. That was a shitty fucking role. Anybody that cared about their character would never have agreed to do that. Ever.
Oh, that's a good point. They all want to say, "Oh, she's so possessive about the character."
How about so you're gonna be a goddamn?
You did Resurrection, motherfucker. She kissed Michael Myers before she fell off a fucking roof.
You're a you're a wild haired motherfucker with bird's nest growing in your 100%. Hair, and you get killed off in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah,
you really give a shit about that character. I'm just saying, 100%. I don't know her personally. I'm not trying to get sued.
There are contracts, shit like that, but yeah,
there's contracts, but at the same time, like. Your H2O was supposed to be your swan song. I'm just saying.
Sometimes Hollywood tells you who to respect and who not to respect. And that's the truth.
Yeah, that's
said, "Oh, it's Jamie Lee Curtis. You all need to revere her and put her in the spotlight and glow."
That's called fucking elitism.
Meanwhile,
it's elitism.
Doing fucking killing Gunther fucking 9. That's Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger over here. Okay.
By the way, I'm not. I just want to say that we're not disregarding her importance to the series. Okay, I just don't want people to take that out of context. Of course, she was important to the series. She helped the series. She is without a doubt the perfectionate Laurie Strode. My point being is that she gave a fuck about the character so much that she claims in the interviews when it matters, when it's relevant, then why in the fuck would you take a contract to do Resurrection?
That's the same thing I'm saying. Like, and it's not just that too, but it's like Halloween's big to me when it suits my career. But otherwise, I don't even watch horror movies.
I've heard it before.
Watch horror movies. That whole thing. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Like, but by the way, I'm not saying she's not a nice person. By the way, I know that she might be a nice person. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of gullibility out there. There's a lot of gullibility and naivety where people are like, well, obviously that's not always true, man. That's not always true. So, I guess at the end of the day, it's like, don't meet your heroes. I guess that's what it's like.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's just it's honestly, like, sometimes the marketing for these companies, they do a really good job. They came out and they were like, you need to revere and you need to accept and you need to love everything Jamie Lee Curtis does, no matter what she fucking says. And you need.
I love her underwear and True Lies.
But then they're like, hey, Jean-Claude Van Damme, go out there and do the fucking splits. I know you're 80 years old. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is that is kind of how it fucking works.
Yeah, like, the society is unfair. That's for sure. Like, you have stars, man. You have mega stars that like made people's childhood, like the Stallones or the Van Dammes or the Schwarzeneggers, or even I have to throw his name in, even though I don't want to, because he's as fake as fuck. But Seagal, And those guys, yeah, he's a piece of shit. But at least Seagal is a piece of shit, and he embraces it.
But
you know,
John Leguizamo. John Leguizamo is a perfect example.
Leguizamo was awesome too. Yeah,
that guy's career is fucking amazing. He's a goddamn legend. He's a
great
fucking legend with
dude.
He's done.
He's not only just an amazing actor and a human being. He's also like a great comedian. Like if you guys have never watched the live show that he did, oh my god, dude, it's one of the best stand-up performances I've ever seen in my life. It's awesome. He goes through his whole life.
He's in a horror movie called The Menu that just came out. Nobody fucking knows. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody fucking talks about it. Hey, go do another Papa John's Papadilla commercial. It's just insane to me. Like, you know, like the way that we look at certain actors, we are being marketed to, and we are being told who to revere and who to cast aside. And it's nothing against Jamie Lee Curtis. I appreciate and
Mike hates Jamie Lee Curtis because she's a woman.
I appreciate and revere her fucking career. But what about the actress who was in Hellraiser? What about Kirstie Ashley? Fucking, I'm drunk. So
the original one.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, Kirstie. I don't remember. I can't remember.
Fucking shit. Somebody help me out.
Kirstie. Yeah, I know. Kirstie. Her name's Kirstie.
Somebody help me out here in the chat. I can't think. I think
Kirstie. What's her last name? Kirstie Cotton. Kirstie Cotton.
Ashley Lawrence. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right, Gary. But the actress from Hellraiser, right?
Yeah, she's great.
She comes back. She's done several of those movies before.
She could be a great screen queen.
She was an amazing actress in that movie.
Awesome.
I'd argue that Scout Taylor Compton was better in Rob Zombie's Halloween than Jamie Lee Curtis was in John Carpenter's original.
Ooh, you're gonna piss off lots of people.
That's not to throw shade at Jamie Lee Curtis, but I'm just saying, like, put those performances up against each other. Not the movies, but just that performance.
No, I will go on this boat with you, and it's fine because you already paid the ticket, and I will join you on this boat, and we will we will go down the river Thames together, or Thames. I don't know how to say it, but I personally have always thought that Kirstie Cotton or Ashley Lawrence is a better scream queen, in my opinion, than Heather Langenkamp. I think that she had to go through more. I think that Pinhead is a way worse villain than Freddy Krueger. And the fact that her fucking uncle was wanting to rape her, by the way, to fuck her, is a lot more of a goddamn ordeal than Nancy had to go through. I'm just saying. I know that Nancy had to deal with the booger man. I'm just saying, like, what Kirstie went through was not only traumatic in a real world sense, but the fact that Pinhead was literally from hell. He was literally from hell, and he was going to change your shit up and take you to hell and make you the devil's dickhole for like centuries.
And I see what you're saying, but in that same vein, why is it that Heather Langenkamp can be in like a VOD film, right? It's a VOD horror film that horror fans care about, and it does good, and we care a little bit, whatever. But no big hubbub, whatever, right? Heather Langenkamp, the scream queen from Nightmare on fucking Elm Street, can be in a movie, and it could be a fly-by-night fucking VOD film that goes by like a fart in the night. Nobody cares. What's the difference between her and Jamie Lee Curtis as far as like that specific role goes?
Well, I mean, to be honest, to be fair though, Jamie Lee Curtis
had a better career.
Had a way bigger career. Like
right.
She rocketed it.
But what I'm saying is, like, we're all like, oh my god, Jamie Lee Curtis back in the role, 40 years. She's the only character to do it. Like this whole big thing. Like nobody gives Heather Langenkamp that. Nobody gives fucking maybe Nev Campbell coming back in Scream. You know, maybe
that's true. Like, well, you know, I look at like, hey guys, like, I mean, what about Johnny Depp in Nightmare 1? Johnny Depp was in that fucking movie.
A fucking skyrocket. Like he's
I know, but he's bigger than Jamie Lee Curtis. And if Johnny Depp decided to come back to a Nightmare movie, would it be praised as high as Jamie Lee Curtis? Or
it's because weird, because like Johnny Depp could
believe Amber, she fucking lied. But I mean, I believe Amber. No, she's a liar. But would Johnny Depp have the same type of like revere? Is what I'm saying. Johnny Depp is a massive actor. He's bigger than Jamie Lee Curtis by fucking far. He is the
okay, but that's the thing though. That's the thing though. So not now because everything that's happened, but imagine Johnny Depp at when he first did Pirates 1 and 2, the height of his career, when he was as big as possible. Yeah. And he said, no, you know what? I'm not gonna do fucking Chocolat or wherever the fuck. He said, I'm gonna do the Nightmare on Elm Street requel.
I'm gonna be Freddy Krueger.
Alive then. Yeah. If Johnny Depp, at the height of his career, who could pick whatever he wanted to do, said, "I want to go back to my roots and I want to make another Nightmare movie," that to me is someone you look at if in that situation and go, that person loves this genre. They love where they got their start from. They love whatever. Jamie Lee Curtis. What was Jamie Lee Curtis doing when she came back to Halloween 2018, Jay?
Virus. The movie Virus. She was literally a movie. It sucked. It was called Virus.
We treat her like she came back to, she saved the fucking franchise, and she's, oh my god, this all stuff. Like, you didn't. I didn't see you wanting to do Halloween when you were in fucking True Lies. Like, I don't know.
I feel like we're bashing a lot on Jamie Lee Curtis.
I'm not trying. Yeah,
I know it's gonna come across as that we're bashing on her, but I feel like
just don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining.
Yeah, there's a bullshit detector that you automatically grow as you watch. As you get older and you start seeing people for what they are. I guess, especially celebrities. Man, I got to be honest with you. I really don't. Jamie Lee Curtis seems like she seems like a nice person. I don't know. I never met her before, but at the same time, dude, if you gave a fuck about your character, you would have, because you told everybody back in 1997 that H2O was it. Like, that was the definitive end to Laurie Strode. And then you came back for a paycheck for Resurrection, which was terrible, was even worse. And then years later, you come back for 2018. I'm just saying, like, I get that people love the character of Laurie Strode and Jamie Lee Curtis playing Laurie Strode, but at some point, you got to call bullshit when bullshit's in front of you. Like, I stepped on it too many times and I've ruined my sneakers.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, I appreciate what she's done. It's honestly, it's not actually against Jamie Lee Curtis. All I'm saying is, let's recognize the fact that Blumhouse and the marketing machine looked at us as horror fans and said, "You better fucking revere every step she walks on." And we all listened. You know what I'm saying? But like, the truth is the truth. Like, she came back because it was good for her career to come back. She didn't come back out of some deep love for Halloween fans. I mean, let's just be honest about that. And that's fine. I would have done the same thing. We all probably would have done the same.
Yeah, money's money.
No disrespect to her, but I'm just saying sometimes it's like, let's pump the brakes with the, oh my god, the amazing, perfect, undeniable scream queen. Like, hey, she doesn't even like fucking horror movies, guys. Come on. But anyways, okay, so let's grab some of these super chats here because we're getting a fucking off topic. I know, but Johnny Litchell said, "Ash versus the Ninja Turtles, who wins?" That's a good question.
Wise men once say, "Forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for Chainsaw Hand." Ninja Turtles whoops that ass. Are you fucking shitting me? You're talking about 4 turtles, turtle power, trained by Splinter taking on Ash with the Chainsaw Hand? No.
He would survive them, but they would win. They wouldn't kill him.
Yeah,
that's not their thing. They did throw Shredder in a fucking thing. But anyways, Colton Candler says, "What's y'all's thoughts on Creed 3 and Sly?" Personally, I'm having a hard. Yeah, I'm having a hard time even going to see Creed 3 because they fucked him over so
I'm not
fucking
watch
much.
It.
And ironically, the plot of the movie is he helps a guy out of prison that he used to be friends with, and that
shit sounds like Southpaw.
Well, South. I mean, you can say.
No, I saw the trailer. It looks like Southpaw, though.
Oh, I think all boxing movies seem like other boxing movies, but like, to me, the Stallone thing's the problem. Like, Stallone brought Creed to life, and they said, "Nah, we're good. Fuck you." Once they got 2 movies that were successful, and I just think he got dicked on that. So I'm having a hard problem even seeing that fucking movie.
I don't want to see it. I feel like it's. I feel like it's like leftover slag from Creed 1 and 2. I don't even feel like there's an original story in there. I don't want to. And again, Sly's not even in it, so who fucking cares? I don't want to see it.
Ironically, I think the movie's probably going to be great, and I think the movie's probably going to be highly regarded, and it's going to get great critic scores. Just for me, knowing what they did to Stallone and what he built fucking Rocky. Stallone is Rocky, and they cast him aside, makes me just not want to even fucking watch.
It's going to get really high rates on Mastodon.
Mastodon.
Sure.
Or
is that the new is that the new alternative people are fleeing to? Is it Mastodon?
So there's
I don't even know. There's like another one too.
Yeah,
which is fucking terrible, by the way.
I'm late to the party tonight. However, have you seen the horror movie Sun yet with Andy Manichak? If not, I'm dropping my random dude. Yeah, we watched it, we reviewed it, we talked to Andy about it. You should watch the interview that we did with her about it. Fucking awesome movie, man. Wasn't that one of our top 10
that
of
makes
the
me
year?
want to not ever have one. A son, I mean.
I can only make girls. It's just a thing. I got that girl sperm.
God damn it. I fucking hate when I have a regular burp and then you have a burp that follows up the regular burp and then the heartburn happens. I hate that shit.
You unawares. Gary says, I like how serious Evil Dead was. It felt like a different universe, and I hope the new one is in another universe they could cross over like the
I like that. I like that.
That's straight.
That's true. And like I said, I told you, Chad, Mike and I were very unfair to Evil Dead when it first came out. The remake, we're very unfair to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found myself, I've literally bought that movie on Prime, UHD, by the way. Ultra high definition, bitch.
You don't have a 4K TV. So you can't appreciate it.
It's a 4K TV.
I thought you said you didn't. I thought you said.
Well, it is a 4K TV.
Oh, okay.
I think most TVs are coming out with 4K now.
Nowadays, yeah. But that was like 2 years ago, to be fair.
Yeah, that was like a while ago. But yeah, I really enjoy it. And I've watched it several times. Yes.
Yeah.
So I agree with you.
Yeah, I do too, man. That movie fucking rules. And I think Evil Dead Rise is going to feel a lot like Evil Dead, too. I think it's going to have that new freshness to it for sure. And then we've got the Dante Graves.
Dante Graves.
Dante, you motherfucker. Have you guys noticed that nowadays you can stuff a movie full of blood and guts and swearing and no boobies at all? Sexuality is gone. We are prudes.
Yeah, that is true. I've not seen tits in a while. That's true. I mean, I literally just watched Friday the 13th, 2009. The tits are right there. Your tits are so juicy, bro. And then it's like, where did the boobies go? Where did they go away? Where have all the boobies gone? Not Yahoo.
I don't think I noticed. I just think that I don't think that's necessarily the fault of movies, though. Like when you look at like fucking back in the day, like in the 80s and 90s, like you would go to see a movie or people would go see movies just for tits, right?
Certain ones.
Yeah, it's the only place unless you go to your fucking porn store and buy like a one that's like
the big fat boxes. Yeah.
But like these days with Pornhub and shit, like, dude, you put tits in a movie, nobody cares. They can pull up Google while they're watching the movie and see disgusting shit for free on their phone. So
speak for yourself, sir.
Tits in movies aren't going to sell. Nobody's going to go see a movie just for the tits.
I want to see the tit taste. The tits house.
Pornhub's fault.
Let me see it.
Anything else. Texas Turton said, did you guys see the Starship Troopers video game teaser? Hope it's well done. Could be pretty all right. Hey, yo, Jay, how that Honda run?
It's running better than your goddamn Ford Focus, you son of a bitch. Texas Tootin', using that goddamn fake ass oil, using that goddamn Walmart special ass fucking. It's not even called Valvoline oil. It's called Shittoline oil. And that's from Winn-Dixie. Shut up, Texas Tootin'. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Starship Troopers video game teaser. You can't even afford a real console, you asshole.
He's playing Atari.
he ain't even playing Atari. That motherfucker playing Commodore 64, and he stole that from his fucking disabled neighbor from the trailer park next door.
To be fair, though, I didn't see that trailer. I bet it's fucking awesome. Starship Troopers game would be badass if they did it
fuck
right.
Texas Tootin'. I don't want to hear no more goddamn talk about Texas Tootin'.
You eat a hot dog on a stick. Gary says, I still have faith in Terminator if Avatar does crap because no one cares. And Cameron Hamilton Furlong Schwarzenegger said, we are doing a true T3 and then we are ending it. Wouldn't you be interested? I'm checked out on Terminator.
I don't know,
I'm just checked the fuck out. Stop after T2. You can't do it again. It's done.
Well, and Cameron was an executive producer on the last film, and that movie was fucking pure garbage, dude. Yeah, like they destroyed the legacy in the first fucking 10 minutes when they killed off John Connor. The first 10 minutes of that movie is just like they wrecked it. Like, what the fuck did you do?
Let's move the fuck on. Now, you can't do the good Terminator movies these days. It just can't happen unless you go all practical effects and have Cameron direct. Then maybe you got my attention.
Maybe, but then
Austin says, if you could hire any celebrity to say any line for you at any time, who'd it be? Plus, what would they say? I'd get Sam Jackson to say, "Hold on to your butts" at some point during my.
That's a good one. That was a good one. Hire any celebrity to say any line for you at any time. Who'd it be? I don't know, man. That's a great fucking question. I never thought about that. You know what? Just because it's the first thing that popped in my head, I would hire Bill Murray to say he slimed me. like every time he slimed me.
I would wait till a doctor's appointment when I'm having like a CT scan or something done. or like, when there's like a cancer scare, and I would just to make me feel better, I would hire Arnold Schwarzenegger to pop out and be like, "It's not a tumor. It's not. It's not a tumor." I'm like,
that's just
thanks,
like
Arnold.
That's like helping your anxiety. Yeah.
Yeah, just to make me feel a little bit better.
I don't know how that would come in. I don't know. I guess if I don't know how that would ever work.
Actually, I'll take it back a step. I'll not make it so serious. Like, I wouldn't want that in a serious situation, but everybody has those freakouts where you feel like a weird bump or you got something weird going on and you're like Googling on WebMD. I would love for Arnold Schwarzenegger, when I'm having a medical anxiety attack, to pop up at my door and say that. Be like, "Hey, it's not a tumor. It's not."
Okay, well, I'm going to get a second one. Then I'm going to pick Stallone in Rambo when he says, "Nothing is over. Nothing." And that's like when you're like shitty and you're like, "I'm not going to get up out of bed because nobody likes me." He's like, "Nothing is over. Nothing. It was their one, not mine." I would do that. I would do Stallone doing Rambo quotes.
That's perfect. And with that, my friends, we are done.
Hey, 3 hours, man. All right.
3 hours.
Almost. Hey, 1 minute.
We ended the show at 150,010 fucking 10 subscribers.
I love it.
To end the fucking night, man. Listen, what we do here is just fucking insane. We talk about movies for a living. We hang out with you guys. We have some beers. We have fun. And there's no fucking reason on God's green earth why this channel is where it is and why we are here, except for fucking you guys giving a shit. We're the luckiest two dudes in the world. Again, like I said, I pinch myself every fucking morning knowing I get to do this, and don't take a second of it for granted. Don't take a single one of you guys for granted. And fucking love you guys. Thank you guys for making this happen for us.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for sticking around.
And also, Rick Pliskin says, "Holy moly, donut shop! Have you guys?"
I ain't done yet.
Oh, sorry. I thought you sounded like you were fucking done there.
Fuck, dude.
Sound like you were done.
Fuck,
you said,
dude.
"Hey, thanks." You're just being contrarian. I know you're just being contrarian. Go on. What were you actually?
Contrarian.
Yeah.
Don't be bringing birds into my situation. You asshole.
It's your basic setting. It's okay. It's fine.
It's all right. You wearing a basic shirt.
What were you going to say? Say it.
I forgot now. Fuck
say it, Steven.
I hate all you motherfuckers. I love you guys.
Say it.
That's it. That's all I want to
say. Rick Pliskin said, "Holy moly, donut shop! Have you guys seen new images of Dylan's new Nightmare with Dave McRae as Freddy Krueger? The practical makeup looks extra saucy."
I haven't seen it.
Dude,
I'm not on social media, so I don't know anything about it.
It does look fucking good, man. It makes me jealous, honestly. Like, dude, it's just one. They have one still frame shot that they released of him and the Dylan's new Nightmare thing. That fucking makeup
is on Dave.
Yeah, I cannot wait to fucking see it, dude. It's gonna be fucking.
Well, I mean, Dave is a nightmare to most people.
Well,
no, I love that guy. No, I mean, I like Dave's got like the physicality play Freddy, so I bet it looks really good.
Yeah, dude, it looks fucking amazing, and I can't wait to hear his voice on top of it too.
What I'm saying is, like, your face is skinny.
He does have a skinny face.
You have a slim face. It looks like Cyclops.
Yeah, I wonder. I do want to ask, like, how long did that makeup take? Because with fucking Robert Englund, it took like hours and hours, right? That's probably the reason why.
But they've got it way down, like, because they were probably using like some hardcore shit latex.
Yeah, and like times of they probably got a lot of that shit figured out. But I do wonder how long that took. But anyways, yeah, dude, that looks fucking amazing. That does look amazing. But hey, we love you guys.
Do you think that Dave, like, at some point, like, just because he wanted to be like sexy about it, like, he went to the mirror and he was like, "Oh."
He had to practice, right?
I know. He was like rubbing himself. He was like, "Oh, soul pizza, my favorite."
Somewhere in Canada, Dan was, or somewhere in Canada, Dave was in front of a mirror.
He probably watched Friday, like, he put out Friday, but he probably watched Freddy 4. He was like, "Your shift is over."
That's what I think. The whole time we watch that, when it comes out, we're just gonna be thinking of Dave practicing in the mirror by himself.
Yeah, like I would too. If I like every fucking line of Freddy, I would do. "Welcome to prime time, bitch." Like, he did it though. He like, he'd be like, "All right, leave the trailer. I have this makeup on now."
Who the
He's
fuck
like,
wouldn't?
Oh, fancy. I love it when you wear that dress.
We would all do it. We would all do it. But we have the pleasure.
I know we would.
Him do it.
If we were like, if Mike and I were good looking enough to be in horror movies, we would probably practice our lines too. I guess that's what you're supposed to do.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious, man. All right, guys, we love you. We're getting the fuck out of here. We'll see you guys soon. Probably next week with live stream. This Saturday night, sign up for the Patreon today because this coming Saturday we're doing our live Patreon party. Tomorrow we're gonna have on the $5 tier hundreds of commentaries, videos extra. Tomorrow we will have, or not tomorrow. Tomorrow night we're filming it. So the next day we will have our Barbarian commentary on there, and then we'll see you guys on the channel as usual. Nice, I love you, Jay.
Okay.
All right, that's what I figured.
I love you, man.
Don't you burp in my fucking face when I'm inside.
No, I brought it out
emotionally.
Fucking heartburn. So
thank you guys. We love you fucking so much. I want to.
Hey man, thank you guys for the 150,000 subscribers, man. It's unbelievable. Really is a dog. It's amazing. I never thought we'd get 150 subscribers, let alone adding 3 zeros to that.
Yeah. We're cool, man. We're just gonna raw dog and comments out of everyone's butts tonight. Oh, we know that. Unless everyone who's over 18. All right. So make sure you and consenting. Well, I don't know. We're gonna mind fuck you. That's what is it okay to you know what? I'm gonna go.
Mind freak! Mind freak!
There is no choice.
Chris Angel. Well, it's Chris Angel, your asshole.
See you guys in a couple days.